Welcome, everybody, to Table Stories Sector 49. How's it going? Welcome. Yo. We will be playing Judge Dredd in the worlds of 2000 AD. I hope you guys are hype. I hope the music has gotten you ready because this is going to be a lot of fun. How's it going? How's everybody doing today?
Hello, Wank Steven.
Hello, Mr. Wack.
I'm so excited.
What's going on, guys? This is awesome. I think I've only ever roleplayed with Brad here and Wack, so this is awesome.
Have we even ever been in a campaign together, Jay?
Except for the only time was
Identity
Identity Crisis.
Yeah.
That was it. So this is like
That's
our
it,
first.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, like for a campaign.
You know, the one the other day that you did
Stygian
together
Gate?
Also.
Oh yeah, Stygian. Yeah.
I mean, like a full on like real campaign, not like me being a guest star or like a 3-part thing, just for like actual long term character development. We're either going to hate each other or love each other by the end.
I have a feeling I'm going to hate you both.
Yeah. Sure. Whether or not Brad or I hate each other, Wack's going to hate us both.
Yeah.
That's just going to be the end of the campaign.
100%.
It wouldn't be right to not have him hate us.
Yeah, it wouldn't allow for the best roleplay. Why don't we get the music going, and why don't we go around the room and let's introduce our players. We'll meet their characters soon enough, but why don't we go around the room? Let's meet our players and let's get started. Brad, you want to start us off?
Hello, I'm Timo. I'll be playing Timo today in our League of Legends special TTRPG. I wanted to play Garen, but I'm not allowed. I'm kidding. Hello, everyone. It's me, Brad Woto. I'm here all the time. I'm not a scrub like Tashnar and Katie Peters plays.
Wow.
There it goes.
Wow.
This is their debut, whereas I'm always here, and you all love me, don't you? I don't know what to tell you because I wanted to talk about my character, but we're not doing that yet. So,
Nope.
So yeah, I'm dressed like this for a reason, but my character doesn't look like it. So
Yeah, we're doing League of Legends roleplay within Judge Dredd.
Yeah. This is just for the intro when I say I'm Timo, and then I'll go and get changed into my real character outfit soon.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Jay?
Hi guys, I'm Pool Party Graves. I'm Jay. If we're introducing ourselves, I have 3 cats, like coffee, and I've been like engrossed in Call of Duty Zombies for the past 24 hours. I was up till 5 a.m. yesterday looking at some Easter egg progression stuff.
I was up till 5 a.m. playing Call of Duty last night as well, and it's ruined my life.
I told you you'd like it, man. Was that on the couch? Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Emma were just on the couch,
So good.
fucking playing multiplayer just all night.
Vio and I are going to do the same thing now because we both got PC keys and PS4 keys. So I was like, let's set up the PS4 on the couch. Let's go.
That's where I'm at. Just jumping between PC and had to stop playing so that I could play the Judge Dredd game from 2003 earlier on before I raided into it, and it set me up so much better than I expected for this. I put it on thinking it's going to be the worst game ever. Like it's going to be unplayably bad. It was good. I legitimately want to carry on playing it. It's like this. It's like an old PS2 game, and it's on Steam, and it's great. It's really good. Like I can't explain it.
That's 10 years in the ISO cubes, punk.
Yeah.
It came out in 2005.
All right, there you go. 2005 is still beyond time for me. No concept of what 2005 was like at this point.
13 years ago. Oh my god.
Too long ago.
I know, you think about it, you're like...
That's older than Jay.
That's almost older than me. Wow.
I overtook Jay's intro there. Classic me. This is why I don't.
That was my intro. I ended
I
it.
know I'm gonna.
Katie, just go next. I mean, Brad is going to overwrite you anyway.
Okay, I'll just be ready for it. I'm Katie. I play video games on the internet, and I like coffee. I have a dog named Kodo, and I like horror games. I can't. He's outside.
Okay, I'll allow it.
I don't have a picture readily available, but he's adorable. I
You
promise.
are not prepared. Go back and start again.
Okay. I'll go get my dog. He's 93 pounds. I'll pick him up.
Yeah.
Show you guys my dog.
And those guns.
Do a couple curls.
Couple curls.
Yeah.
Fitness too. So yeah, that's the long and short of it, I guess.
Thank you. Tosh.
Hi, I'm Natasha. I do a lot of creative stuff, so my room's always a mess. I also play Rainbow Six Siege, which is exactly the same as creative, obviously. I'm really hoping that this eyeliner is edible because it is on my mouth. And so, if I die, we know why. Okay? Great.
New name of the campaign is Poison Control. Poison Control.
Can we die of glitter or eyeliner first?
Speaking of non-edible eyeliner, Zagoticus.
Hey, everybody. I'm Scoticus. I have thousands of hours of tabletop role-playing under my belt. I have watched both Dredd movies and read hundreds of pages of the comics, and wine in particular. I have something like 500 plus hours, I think. Something about that, Whack, right? For wine stuff?
Sure. At least.
At least.
You're the
So-
type of player that would scare the shit out of me if I was GMing this. I'd be like, oh, fuck this. No, you're out. I'm not GMing for you. You'll just be correcting me all the time.
I'm scared as a player, to be
Yeah.
honest.
That's the only reason I'm here, in case Whack's mind blanks. Gotta get that one.
It's a guarantee. It's not really a matter of in case. It's just going to happen. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm Wax Steven, and I am the GM of Doom. I will be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. They are playing Perps. And if you've ever seen Judge Dredd or read the comics, I think that you might realize that the judges are probably a little bit overpowered. So the Perps are, I guess, kind of screwed in general. It's just the way that it goes. But I think it'll make for good roleplay, and I think that will make you, the audience, happy. And that's what really matters here. Smashing the players into a fine paste for your amusement. It's kind of my brand. So... Welcome to the stream, everybody. We are playing the just recently released on Kickstarter game, Judge Dredd in the Worlds of 2000 AD. If you did not know, it actually was kickstarted in about 9 minutes. 9 minutes. So pretty legit. It also recently broke the 100,000 pounds mark, completing all of their stretch goals. Morris, does this mean you're making new stretch goals? I'm just saying.
He's Wax in the game, right? He's an NPC now, right?
I'm gonna be featured as a main character in all future Judge Dredd comic books.
Canon.
Yeah, you're gonna work that out with Rebellion, right, Morris? No problem. In case you guys are curious, Morris one there in the chat is actually the creator of this game, as well as the owner of Ian World Publishing and the website that you've probably gone to a bajillion times for various role-playing stuff. And he's our wonderful sponsor for this show. So big shout out to Morris for doing this and making this happen. And hopefully I don't screw everything up too badly. If so, I'll just blame it on Brad. That's my default status. That's good.
It's everyone's default status at this point.
Yeah. It just works so well. It's so easy.
It's so believable.
So, a little bit more info. We're going to be starting this campaign with one of the modules, essentially, that's released with a Kickstarter called Robot Wars. The characters are playing Perps, and they're going to be doing a specific section from the module called Saving Matt Damon Block. In case you were curious what a block is in this game, if you're from the city or whatever, a normal city block is usually, like a tenth of a mile or something, and it houses many buildings. In Mega City 1, which is where this setting takes place, a block is one building. It's essentially all of those normal buildings crashed into one giant skyscraper that is a block. So there's people that live in a block and don't leave it for like their entire lives. There's all kinds of crazy things that happen in there, and that's the adventure that we're going to be sort of starting with here. So why don't we get to it? why don't we get to it? We're going to start here with a little bit of exposition about some of the things that go on in Mega City 1. A little bit of background info for some of those people out there that are unfamiliar with Judge Dredd in general. Mega City 1. Mega City 1 is a place that takes up much of the east coast of the United States. 95% unemployment. Most people live on welfare. It is a place of extreme poverty. It is a place of extreme wage divide. It is a place where crime runs rampant. And to combat that crime, the judges were created. Judge, jury, and executioner riding out on the streets. Judges patrol around Mega City 1 and the other mega cities to try and keep the peace. As you can imagine, with 95% unemployment, it doesn't go too well most of the time. And the judges are forced to use extreme measures, i.e., if you decide to cross the judges, you're probably going to die. There's varying degrees of punishment, however. There are laws, and there are people that actually do make it to prison, usually the smart criminals that actually decide that they give up instead of trying to fight a judge. It's bad news if you get tangled up with a judge. We'll see if the players do that. Who knows? But Mega City 1, let's switch you guys over to the map here just so you're aware, is huge. It's huge. It goes all the way up into what is currently Canada, all the way down to the lower portions of the United States, the southern portions of the United States. It's sort of broken up into different districts and sectors. The name of the show here is Sector 49. That's where we'll be having things take place here. It's reasonably close to Meg Central. It's right on the border there, but for all intents and purposes, it's Meg East. The players are starting in Matt Damon Block. The mega city skylines generally kind of look like this. Futuristic skyscrapers, a lot of pollution, and highways moving through the sky at varying heights and, frankly, dizzying heights. A lot of the blocks and the buildings are named after famous people throughout the years. Let's take you to Matt Damon Block. Just a general outline here of Matt Damon Block to see what you guys are kind of looking at. 500 stories worth of skyscraper. It's kind of large. At varying heights of the skyscraper, you can find different income levels. A lot of people that live in the lower portions of the skyscraper will be probably the people that are on the lower end of the wage gap. There's a few important sites in the Matt Damon Block. At the very bottom, you have the boxes. This is where the block judges are, and where these sort of holding cells are for the Matt Damon Block. It's a ground floor area, and it's sort of like clear plastic holding cells. It can only be opened by a judge or a security robot. They're designed for sort of short-term incarceration. And if the judges need to arrest more people, it's used like a holding cell. The judges will throw people in there and whatnot and proceed from there. Bedlam Tuning is a garage and vehicle repair center. It takes in vehicles from all manner of customers and They service all different types of vehicles there. Sort of midway up the building, there's a few popular destinations known as O'Callahan's and Sing Cafe, popular meetup locations where you can find a lot of information and you can possibly make some, I don't know, back alley type deals there. Affleck News is not an actual news station. It is a convenience store. It's open pretty much 24 hours a day. And it's a place where you can find all different kinds of snack foods and things, household goods, emergency supplies, like your typical kind of convenience store. There might also be a few shady deals that happen there as well. Med Center 7. There's a bunch of different med centers in Matt Damon Block, but every 50 floors or so. They have a short supply of staff, and not all of them are reputable. Let's just say that. La Parisienne. It's seated at the very top of the block. It's one of the most exclusive restaurants in Mega City 1. It is famed across the city for both its expense and French cuisine. It's decorated as if it's a French cafe with expansive holographic technology, and it's sort of reminiscent of eating next to the Eiffel Tower. Today, we're going to start at the Sing Cafe. There's a sort of steamy ambiance here, the smell of coffee, and hot dogs called hotties are sort of wafting through the air. We get a sort of close-up of a cup of coffee on the counter. You also hear some really bad singing in the background. There is a very active karaoke scene that goes on in this cafe. Which one of you enjoys karaoke?
It's totally Johnny. That was my first thought. It's totally Johnny.
But who's Johnny?
Not me.
Why don't you tell us about Johnny?
Yeah, I think Johnny Flash is up there belting out right now, but replacing every lyric that names like anybody with himself.
What song is it?
It's not a song. Don't make me do that, man. I don't know music. Oh God.
Millennials, everybody. Millennials. No, I'm just kidding.
Johnny is a how far into it do we go here, Wack? How far in are we going?
You can go as far as you want. I mean, I would say visual descriptors for now.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is what he's wearing. It's usually a white leather jacket with a black V-neck, and he's always got his shades on, no matter where he is. Johnny is I think at first glance he's definitely that guy that you probably don't want to know because he just seems like an obnoxious or maybe a little too selfish, maybe a little too all about himself. I think he just gives off that vibe that nothing is more important than Johnny. And so I think that's he's up there belting out right now to a song that I don't know.
I think it's Killer Queen.
Killer Queen?
I think it's Killer Queen, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else is at Sing's Cafe right now? Who is partaking perhaps in some coffee or leisurely chatting or some of their famous hotties? This is just Johnny.
I guess Lil Jambles is sitting in the corner drinking some coffee.
Oh God.
Because Lil Jambles likes to see what's going on around town.
Okay.
Be in the know.
What do you look like, Little Jambles?
Lil Jambles is usually wearing a hoodie, sitting usually by herself, surveying and trying to not make eye contact with anybody because I'm trying to be as incognito as I can be, since I do a lot of looking into people.
Okay. Is anybody else at Sing's Cafe right now?
I'm definitely not.
Okay. Fair enough.
Is Sing's Cafe a no smoking area?
Good question. I think it is definitely smoking, but let me check here. It's a cheap cafe. It serves a selection of simple but decent dishes, mostly to the poorer residents of the block. It is owned by Saul Clovis and his husband Elidor, who bought it from Mr. and Mrs. Singh. Being lovers of musicals and wanting to put a shtick to the old name, they installed a karaoke machine, which has proved popular on weekend evenings. During the day, the cafe does well serving Synthy Caf and hotties, but it also stays open into the evenings. It's become a popular meeting point for those who are not going to O'Callahan's.
Okay, I'll probably be in there.
And what do you look like?
Around and, I got a beanie, like a vest top, and a hoodie with no sleeves, and I'm also a chimp, so there's that. I'm probably wandering around just seeing if I can spot any open bags or pockets or something like that. Just sticking around, having a smoke.
Sure. Why don't you give me a perception check? If you have insight, you can also roll that.
I got the thievery. That'll help.
I think that would help with actual stealing. Or we can say intuition plus thievery.
Yeah, I'll do that.
If you guys want to know exactly how this system works, typically the way that things are done in the system is it's a pool of D6s that get rolled. And it's the ability score of the thing that you're trying to use, depending on the situation, plus a skill. And each have their own independent dice pools. You combine them together, you get a score, and I've got a difficulty set in my head for how hard something is. Okay, so a 14 on a 5d6. Yeah, Billy, there's a few targets that look a bit unsuspecting.
Okay.
I'd say that there's probably like... it's a reasonably decent-sized crowd. It's the weekend. We'll say it's Saturday right now. It's probably approaching 7 or so at night.
Okay.
So it's filling up.
I'll stub out my cigarette in someone's drink or something, and then I'll start getting closer to one of the targets, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of you hear somebody say like, "Hey, what the hell, man? Drock you!" And just kind of walk off. And you start to see your targets, I guess, not paying attention. They're just kind of looking off in the distance, or they're having some sort of conversation. It's a couple that you can tell. There's two women that are sitting next to each other. They're sort of chatting it up over two like really large cups of Synthicaf.
Yeah. Okay.
They've got some kind of clutch or something like on the table, and I think they seem very interested in each other's conversation, almost completely ambivalent of the surroundings.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak over there, see if I can dunk something off him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you go ahead and give me an agility check plus thievery?
Okay. Just kind of from under the table next to them, just reach up a hand and
Ooh, a 20 on a 5d6. Okay.
what's in here? Oh, that's wet.
Okay. So, yeah, you just snatched the clutch right off the table.
Yoink. And then
They don't seem to notice.
I'm gonna scuttle to the next table, and then to the next one until I'm a few tables away, and then I'll take a look and see if I got anything good.
Okay. You sort of meander your way through the crowd. As you're starting to look at your second target, though, of the night, you can see that there is a news bulletin that sort of comes through on the television, displaying... Good evening, everybody. I'm Chip Pfister for Sector 49 News. I hope everyone's ready for a wonderful announcement. Tomorrow, we have the Robot of the Year show taking place down in Meg Central, and it looks like it's going to be a heck of a turnout. And they start to show like all these preparations being done at this dome-like building, and you can see all this like setup going on, and there's like all these fancy-looking robots and shots of them. You can see like big robots, all different sizes. Some of them have very friendly-looking appearances. Some of them sort of look human-like. And you can see the news reports still continue. And Chip says, expected turnout is monumental. Last year's Robot of the Year show took place with over 2 million attendees. Really impressive. Eh, Belinda?
Why, yes, Chip. Thank you. The Robot of the Year show last year was extremely profitable for all those that were involved. Several robots have become commonplace in many households.
And then you start to see all these different robot models starting to be showcased, like chef robots, and all these different things start to happen from last year's conference, a sort of montage. And judges will be on hand to protect the safety of all those involved. Back to you, Chip. And then the news report just starts to kind of rattle on and on. I would like you, Johnny. I would like you, Lil Jambles, and I would like you, Billy the Chimp, to please roll me your logic plus, if you have thievery or if you have something along the lines of that, engineering, robotics, anything like that, you can roll that along with it.
Okay. Just a straight logic roll and then plus anything else? Okay, I only have logic.
So yeah, if you don't have any other skill that would be applicable in this situation, you can just roll logic.
Okay.
What about computers?
8.
I would take computers, yeah. Okay, a 16 from Billy the Chimp, an 8 from Johnny Flash. He is way too engrossed in his song to even give a crap about what's going on. 15 from Lil Jambles. Lil Jambles, you and Billy, I feel like you start to see dollar signs in your eyes. Like this with that many attendees, there is no way that any sort of judge presence can protect all of the people that are in attendance. This is a prime target for Perps. This is money.
I pop my head up on the table and make eye contact with Jambles.
And I see Billy. I see Billy from across the room.
I don't see shit.
Back onto
I'm
the
singing my heart out.
Continue to root through the clutch.
She's a killer queen. You know.
Except it's he. It's everything has to relate back to Johnny.
The king killer.
Yeah. So you guys kind of exchange eye contact. Do you kind of meet up?
If I don't find anything super interesting in the bag, then I'll just dump it under this table and head over. Yeah.
I start looking around the room to see.
In the bag. In the bag, you're gonna find. You're gonna find probably a few credits. We'll say nothing big. Maybe like maybe 10 credits, something along those lines.
Okay, that's cool.
Just some.
And I just leave the bag under the table.
Okay.
Head over to Jambles.
Give me do you have stealth? Give me agility plus stealth, please.
Got that.
You say you don't have stealth?
I got it. I got it.
Oh, you do. Okay, 24. Wow. You guys can see, by the way, in the chat, the 6s have the green boxes around it. In combat, when you get 3 6s, that counts as a crit. So 6s are good. 6s are good, almost in all cases. When you get them when it's a bad thing, don't worry, I'll tell you. Yeah, so you just kind of... I feel like you do some kind of move, like, to do this, like a practiced sort of dunk move, right? Like, you probably just... Maybe you spin the clutch, and, like, it falls down your leg, and you just kind of, like, push it with your foot to just, like, so it lands underneath the table or something.
Yep. And then, I wander on over. At Jambles. Yo, what do you think about, you know, that stuff?
Well, Billy, I think that since Johnny's making such a ruckus, we should probably try to take advantage of that.
Oh, I already scored like 10 creds.
10 creds? Well, there's a couple over on a table, and they're very deep in conversation, and she's got some nice jewelry on her. Do you think we could get her bracelet?
Offer. I mean, I got a couple tricks I could use, but I mean, as a general rule of thumb, don't hit it twice. You know what I mean?
Don't hit it twice? Okay.
Yeah, I already hit them once, so.
Oh, okay. Let's see then. There's got to be somebody else in the room that we could take advantage of, don't you think?
Oh, for sure, but I'm not really feeling it now. You got anything to drink?
We could get a drink.
I need a drink.
Let's get some drinks.
I got 10 credits.
Then let's get some alcohol.
Okay.
Be synthahol, but sure. Most of the vices that you guys kind of want to take part in, the cigarettes, the coffee, it's all synthetic. It's not real. And it doesn't have anywhere near the level of vice-like happiness that you feel from doing those things. Okay, so we got a view of Sing's Cafe. Let's take things on over to O'Callahan's. O'Callahan's is a bit of a different scene. Located on floor 233, it's 3 floors below Sing's Cafe. And, it's a bit rustic in here. They have usually every form of synthetic alcohol you can find. But the regulars that come here know that the owners, Margaret and Patrick O'Callahan, can find you some of the real stuff if you ask nicely. With plenty of nooks and crannies and a rustic spit and sawdust feel to the place, it is a popular, cheap watering hole for many people in the block. towards the I guess the back of the pub. There's a I guess sort of like a loading, like a kitchen area, and it's just a really small, pathetic little kitchen that serves kind of like pub food and whatnot. Back there, we have a certain individual that's rather hunched over, speaking to Patrick O'Callahan, a rather tall individual. Brad, what does this person look like?
My character Ketchup, which is his name,
Yes.
is extremely tall. It's too tall. Some would say, he looks like a mutant. Some would say that. Some would say that maybe he is a mutant, and he's 10 feet tall, because this system made me 10 feet tall when I rolled my character.
10 feet tall.
The system made me 10 feet tall. I have basically got nothing on but some like super old, massive army boots looking things, a trench coat. Doesn't look like there's anything on under the trench coat, but I'm not too sure. And then a green beanie hat, goggles, and then like, I can't replicate it, but like long, greasy looking hair, like it maybe hasn't been cut in forever or washed in forever. It's kind of part dreaded, but just through disgustingness. I look pretty gross. I look like a 10-foot tall, crazy hobo, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you've kind of reached out to Patrick O'Callahan to find you probably some real booze. So you're having a conversation with Patrick, and he's one of the few people that you actually like try to talk to. Good at keeping things close to the vest. Good at I guess keeping secrets in general, and the nature of the position of O'Callahan's kind of allows you to kind of make your way here without too much of a horror, because trying to move anywhere is just not safe for you. Mutants in Mega City 1 are illegal, and of course Brad was like, I want to roll a mutant.
You roll for it's really cool in the system. You roll, how many options are there? 66? 99? There's 66 different options, maybe? I don't know if it's that many. There's a lot.
D66.
You roll two D6s, basically.
So I rolled that because there's stuff on there for like regen health or become a vampire and like all this cool shit. I got, you are this amount tall, and you roll another dice to decide how tall in feet, and I'm 10 feet tall. So not only are mutants illegal, but I'm like the biggest, most obvious one. Like,
Chat,
I already know this character is not going to survive longer than like 2 episodes.
I would like to preface. I would like to preface things, chat, that I warned Brad before he did this. I said, now, Brad, just keep in mind, mutants are illegal in Mega City 1. There's a lot of bad stuff that you could get on the list here. And he's like, I know I'm gonna get that. Well, why are you doing it, Brad? Why are you rolling for?
To try.
I could have been Wolverine.
Ketchup always carries a bulb so he can camo as a street lamp.
I am remarkably good at hiding for my height. I will say that much. I've survived for a while. I am a certain amount of age, 27 years old, I think. I've made it for a few years. I've been doing all right. Hiding around the back. Hiding here, hiding there. Doing all right for myself.
Yeah, so you're having a chat with Patrick O'Callahan. There's like a small TV that's back there, and you see the news report, Chip Fister coming onto the coming onto the screen, and he's gone over the whole Robot of the Year thing. And
I don't care about Robot of the Year.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a logic plus your, if you have thievery or engineering or robotics, anything like that.
I have thievery.
Yeah, you can roll that. Logic plus thievery.
Bam, 14.
14. It doesn't take much for you to realize that there's a lot of money at that place, and it's taking place tomorrow. I know that you have definitely been looking for a score recently, just trying to, have a better path ahead of you instead of what's going on right now with the gang. You're seeing dollar signs right now. It's very appealing to you.
To go and try and steal the robot?
Well, the convention in general has a lot of potential.
Okay.
You can look at it like
I mean,
regular.
My initial thing was to go steal the robot.
Well, that's a possibility.
And sell the robot.
You could look at it like a if you were a dunk or a pickpocket in this setting. All the opportunity for that, purse snatching, opportunities for pongos, known as the sort of con men or grifters in this setting. You could pose as a sales rep and offer amazing free gifts. There's all different kinds of stuff that you could do. You could.
I go for bigger prizes. Okay, I'm a high star. I'll rob a person at armed robbery. Armed robbery is all I do.
You could definitely steal the latest prototype. I mean, they're showcasing
for a 10-foot tall person to pickpocket a little normie non-mutant. Come on, dude.
Finger pocket. You can't even use your hand.
I can't. I just place a gun against the back and just tell them to give me what they have. I don't pickpocket.
Fair enough. But there's a lot of opportunity.
I would like to go and steal the robot.
Well, it's not just one robot. They showcase various amounts of prototypes. You saw from this broadcast that there were stuff like service robots, medical robots. There were all different kinds that were there. A lot of good opportunities to make some money.
Callahan's here, right?
Well, yeah, you're talking to Patrick O'Callahan right now.
What is he? He's just a
human. He's a man probably in his later 50s. You're like mid conversation with him, talking about him trying to get you some booze. What kind of like real alcohol are you trying to get?
Probably something weird.
Like absinthe or something?
Yeah, like something ridiculous like absinthe would be good, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Probably trying to procure a little absinthe. Patrick, he's got his arms crossed and he says, that won't be super easy. How much you willing to spend?
Screen, as he's doing all that, I'm just like, and then I come back to him as if I'm like, I've forgotten that he was even there for a moment. And I point at the screen at one of the robots and I say, how much do you think one of them's going to go for?
What do you mean, one of those robots?
Yeah, if I can get one of them to a chop shop.
I don't know. It's not really my specialty. You're gonna go there and you're gonna try to steal a robot?
You a narc? Who's asking?
Hey, listen, I'm no narc, okay? I want to keep the judges out of here just as much as you.
Nothing. I said they probably sell well. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do nothing, does it? Now, anyway, about that absinthe.
Right, like I was saying, it won't be cheap. Absinthe is a bit more special. If you're looking for regular moonshine, then that's not a problem. I can get it either way, but absinthe will cost you.
I look back at the screen. Look back at him. Oh, how much we talking exact?
Absinthe, maybe 200 credits. Regular moonshine, maybe 15. It's a specialty item.
I'm like, no, I don't want no moonshine. It's absinthe for nothing. I'm gonna come up with 200 credits by tomorrow night, I reckon. Easy.
All right. Well, I'll see you then.
And he kind of glances back towards the TV, looks like up at you, and he's like rubbing his neck as he's trying to crane up. You're like all hunched over in this space. You can't even fit in this room. Like, it's tiny. And
I'm like doing this.
Yeah. And he says,
Looking down on the TV.
Yeah, he kind of like glances at the TV and he says, good luck.
With what?
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Oi, Callahan.
He looks
I
back
was
at you.
never here.
You were what?
I was never here, Callahan.
You were what?
And I'm like gonna look out of I want to look out of whatever door leads out. I'm looking for judges or people who might knock on me.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
And I'm sorry, but this is how I'm playing this character forever because I am going to be hyper vigilant as shit. It's the only possible way I will survive. Perception?
Yeah.
I don't even have that.
Yeah, you do. Scroll down towards movement. It's right underneath initiative. There's a die there. It's usually just straight up intuition. Yeah.
11.
An 11. Okay. So it's about 7 o'clock. There's a lot of people that are sort of milling about at the, in the area in general. You'll probably have to be pretty sneaky if you want to avoid anyone's gaze.
I'm pretty sneaky. If anyone looks directly at me, though, I'll probably try and freak him out, to be honest. But I'd rather just try and, I want to just, casually sneak out. You know? And
sure.
when I walk like an orangutan a lot of the time.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
There was an option to play, by the way. You could have played that, and it would have been.
Yeah, I know, but it's that's just how I walk. Okay, you judging me? That's how I walk. I walk like an orangutan.
I might be judging you. Yes.
Now you gotta do the frown. You gotta put the frown on it.
I now want to put a crew together to steal a service robot. So I'm gonna go and try and find a crew as well. By the way, it's pretty good. Someone Photoshop that quick. Print screen and Photoshop that.
How do people talk like how do you act like this?
Simple. I am the law.
It makes me think of Bert and Ernie.
Wow.
A lot of the Muppets have that frown. Yeah. The eagle, whatever that eagle one is. The
Sam
one.
the Eagle?
Yes, the blue one. Yeah. He's got that permanent
He was
frown.
the original judge.
The original
was.
judge.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make me. Oh, you don't even have. Oh, you do have stealth. Okay. Stealth plus agility, please.
Blap. 13.
A 13 on a 4d6. Okay. Okay. So, you get out. You see a few people maybe do a double take, but you're gone before they seem to see that you're there.
It's fine. Yeah, I wanna put together a crew.
Okay.
I mean, I already have a crew. I just want to find them.
Sure.
I think I just wanted to say I want to put together a crew, but really, that is not.
I think the person you maybe reach out to first is probably the person that usually helps the crew the most. The person, or I guess you can call it a robot.
Absolutely. If we're going to heist a robot, I'm going to call the robot.
You're going to call the expert, right?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you pop out your planetary communicator to reach out to Tosh. Can we meet your character, please?
I am Taskbar. Obviously. I am quite blunt and great with human juice boxes. I don't really know what to say. I've been pottering around, just minding my own business on a different floor. I don't really know what to say. I tend to trade medical help to humans for oil and stuff that I need to upkeep myself. And apparently, I am now going to help steal a robot.
Okay, so I think what's happening here is that you are possibly headed to the one of the med centers or something. There's various med center personnel. They're usually very short-staffed. There's usually like one medic, one nurse, and usually a robot to assist at each of the med centers. They're very low. Their staff usually is very, very small, and they're usually super overworked. There's usually people lined out the door trying to get any sort of help that they can, and you just kind of see this long like line of people, and you've just kind of made a transaction, some of the oil and whatnot, with some of the personnel there for the medical bot that's on staff there. What's the name of the medical bot that works there? We'll say it's a Med Center 3.
Medical bot 512.
Medical bot 512. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
They don't treat robots the same as humans.
Yeah, robots are just kind of they're sort of treated as not even second-class citizens. They're kind of treated as like third-class citizens. They're often servants. It's very reminiscent of slavery. So you don't really get treated well in general most of the time. But you still manage to get by. And you've just made a deal with Medical Robot 512. And your planetary communicator starts chiming.
Speak.
Taskbar!
Speak.
It's me.
I see.
You know who it is.
Juice bag 4.
I try and work out whether that's my code name, which it probably definitely isn't, and I'm just like, yeah, it's juice bag. Listen, if I'm gonna steal a robot, what do I need to get?
Big box.
Big box, right. I get a big box. Is that it?
I have never stolen another robot. Juice bag 4.
Alright, well, it's time to learn how to steal a robot. We're going for one tomorrow.
I have plans.
Yeah. You damn fucking right you got plans. You got plans to find yourself a big box, bring it to me, and we're gonna go and steal ourselves a robot.
What robot?
You'll see it tomorrow. It's a beauty. We chop it up.
Chop robot?
Yeah, I'll split it. I'll split you the profits. 70-30.
Can I have upgrades?
All right, you can have. We'll split it 75-25, but you can have a couple of bits off it.
Agreed.
All right, sounds good. Listen, I'm a bit busy, all right? So you're going to have to get the other rejects on board.
This is your plan, Juice Bag 4.
Yeah, and you're part of it now. And part of your plan. You got to get me a box and the others.
What are you doing to make this plan work?
Well, I'll be there and all, you know, doing my part. I'll always pull my weight.
Sorry. Fine. Meet in 10.
All right, I hang up and then say, where? Oh. And then I'm just gonna fucking. Do we have a meeting place? Like, do we have a hideout?
You guys don't really have a hideout, no.
An arcade called Radbats?
No.
I'm sorry not to laugh then.
You're
gonna go
removed from the campaign, sorry.
I'm gonna go.
I saw Socrates laughing and I was like, no.
I'm gonna go wandering around until I find one of the others then. I'm not gonna call them.
Okay.
Okay,
Fair.
I
I've
just
already forgotten I have a phone.
I'll trade with the medical bot for one of their storage boxes, I suppose.
Okay. So you go back to the to Med Center 3?
Yep.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Go ahead and roll me. You have communications, you have robotics. I would like you to roll me charisma plus your you have communicators. I'm sorry. Give me charisma plus robotics.
Okay.
So that drop down that's next to robotics on the skills list there, just change that to charisma and then hit the dice next to robotics.
Okay. Thank you, because I was.
No problem.
Boosh.
So the pop-ups there's pop-ups that come up. Just hit OK on those. If you want to, you
It's
can.
not come up.
You do have there's pop-ups.
Oh, there it
They're
is.
probably hidden by the
Tactical
sheet.
modifier. Just submit.
Okay, a 13 on a 4d6. Okay, so you meet, you go back to Medical Bot 512.
Hello there, designation Taskbar.
Greetings, Medbot 512.
Have any of the flesh bags gotten in your way?
Not yet.
What can I do for you?
Please give me a large square box.
For what purpose?
Hiding in when they irritate me.
I will see what we have available.
It starts to head into the back. They all kind of look like a bit like old school Lost in Space. Like, danger, Will Robinson, danger. They have that sort of 1970s robot kind of look. Because that's when this actual setting, this comic actually came out. The Robot Wars came out in 77. And I feel like all these robots kind of have that look. Maybe the Robot of the Year show probably has fancier, more futuristic looking robots. But the older ones kind of have a bit of a Danger Will Robinson kind of look. And it sort of putters around. It starts to look in the back.
Unfortunately, we do not have any boxes that might cover you completely. Would you like this small box?
It holds up a handheld, like, little box.
Perhaps you can cover one of your hands.
I will take it anyway.
Very well. I will not charge you for this box.
Thank you, Robot 512.
Consider it part of our burgeoning business relationship.
Goodbye.
Good day.
Okay, you kind of putter away. And, let's see, Ketchup. Why don't you give me an intuition plus... Let's see. Yeah, you don't really have anything that would help you figure out where the rest of the group is. Just a regular old intuition check. Ketchup?
Oh, me. Sorry. I thought you said Taskbar. Intuition.
Yep.
Bam.
A 12. Okay. Let's see. I'll just roll. We'll see. So a lot of them tend to spend some time in Sing's Cafe, which is usually very high visibility, lots of people. It's like your antithesis. You never go there. That's the most likely place that they would be.
Can I find some little fucking Juvie.
Yeah, give me a perception check. Well, actually, we'll just keep the same intuition check because it's the same roll. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, there's like a what's clearly some kind of like little group of kids causing problems that are running down one of the halls right next to the sort of little nook that you found to hide yourself.
Yeah, I want to grab one.
You just grab this kid into this little
for sure,
alcove. You grab
pulling him Batman style.
Yeah, sure. There's like 3 of them. Which one do you grab?
Any, I don't care. Any,
Okay.
the closest one.
Closest
Just
one.
Whichever one. Yeah.
Okay, you grab the first one you see. Right in the front. Grab him.
Yeah, I'll just grab him. Oi! Do you know who I am? I'm like looming over him as scarily as I can.
What you doing?
I'm like, I want him to see me. I don't know how much people know about me. I've been hiding my whole life, and I guess it's just the rep score, which I don't have a high rep of. But I'm like, do you know who I am?
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, yeah, you best keep it that way, I say. And then I look at him and say, you want to make a few credits?
Well, yeah.
Well, I'll give you some credits if you go in. Wait, where are they? Sings.
Yeah.
I say, I'll give you some credits if you go into Sings and find a chimp and bring him here.
A chimp?
Yeah, little chimp. He's well funny. Makes me laugh just to look at him.
Well, how many?
It was just one of him.
Oh, how many credits?
How many credits do you want?
He looks around like trying to calculate like how much he can get from you. Let's see. He says,
50.
I got 50 credits to go and find a chimp.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen a chimp.
Yeah, well, you're about to go and see one. I'll give you 27 credits and not a credit more.
27 credits?
27 credits, but you got to find the chimp and bring him to me.
Oh, I'll find him. You can be here.
I let him go. Yeah, I fall back into the shadows. Hurry up. I ain't got all day.
he just kind of rushes off and he says,
That guy just offered me 27 credits to do something stupid.
you just hear him like rush off. They're all laughing. And yeah, I think Johnny's finished his song by now. Maybe his second or third iteration of Killer Queen or Killer Johnny, as he's been doing it.
Killer Johnny.
Yeah. The audience does. Well, let's see here, Johnny. Go ahead and give me a charisma. Do you have singing as a skill?
No, but I should. I should.
That's your next goal. That's your next goal.
Just a straight ka roll.
Yeah, this is a straight up charisma roll.
I can't see the.
I was
4. I got a 4.
a 4 on a 3d6. It was horrible.
It's perfect.
It was horrible. People started throwing stuff. I think that one of the owners probably had to come out and sort of like usher you off the stage.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I would be bowing. Thank you. The Johnny, thank you so
Learn how
much.
to sing. You don't even
Johnny,
know the
thanks you.
words, man.
Yes. Thank you so much. I'll be back here next week.
No, don't
forget,
ever come
Johnny
back.
Flash. And I'm gonna like start to stroll through the aisle, totally oblivious.
More like Johnny Ass.
Hey, that's Johnny Flash to you, boy. I'm gonna keep walking.
Okay. Yeah, so give me a perception check, Johnny. It's in movement.
Yeah, that's just under. Okay, I see it.
An 11 on a 3d6. Okay. Yeah, you can spot Lil Jambles and Billy at one of the tables. They're sort of chatting it up.
Gonna roll on over. What's going on, guys? Did you guys like it? Yeah?
It was great, Johnny.
Yeah, what about that last hook where I mixed in Johnny a couple more times? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight with you, Johnny. That was awful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The Johnny's happy.
Just let him have this, Billy. Just let him have this.
Oh, don't worry. Johnny's always got it. I've got it.
Okay, then maybe don't let him have this.
Did you happen to see the news? No.
No. Johnny was too busy up there slaying it.
Yeah, you were really in the moment.
Yeah. I was just up there. I could see them all. The lights, the reflections, the stars.
People's faces?
None of those. I don't pay attention to
Did
those.
you see the cups flying and all that stuff? Or?
I did. I got their messages of approval.
Oh, is that what that means?
Johnny was pleased.
Good. Yeah, good for Johnny. So tomorrow there's this thing happening. Over in Central.
Right.
Gonna be a lot of people there. You know, maybe we can take a visit, and I'll get to work, and we'll just see
Is
how
there
it
gonna be a
goes.
stage? You want Johnny to sing again? I can bust
No.
it out in front of a big crowd. I've never done it before, but I can do it.
No, I'm pretty sure the judges will send you to Titan if you sing in public like that. That's
That's
I'm
a
pretty
risk
sure it's gotta
that we're
be a-
gonna have to take, I think.
I'm not sure it's a singing competition, though, Johnny.
no, it's a robot competition.
Yeah.
So
Well, Johnny's not a robot, but he can dress up like one.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I
Maybe
think
that would be a bad
registration
thing.
maybe already finished or something. So
Right.
I luck this year, maybe next year, Johnny.
I understand. They can't handle it.
But you win, maybe.
Yeah,
You
what's
go-
the plan? What does Johnny need to do?
I think you can just go and be Johnny, and I think that'll be fine.
Now that's the easiest thing for Johnny to do.
Yeah. And obviously, watch my butt so I don't get, judged. Or
Right. I'll look
Yeah.
around the ass area so I don't stare at your ass too much. No offense, man, but I don't want to be looking at that too long. But I'll watch around it.
yeah, this is gonna be great.
Right. What are we doing?
Right now, I'm trying to drink and forget that song.
Don't worry. I'll remind you next week.
Did
Looking
you do
forward
this
to it.
every week, Johnny?
Yeah. Why not? They love it. They love me. They love the Johnny.
How long have you been doing this?
Years.
Mm.
Years. Back
Yeah.
before when they had the old owners, they wouldn't let me, so I just do it outside in the hallway. I mean, they called it sing, so Johnny sang. Came to my calling.
I heard they might be getting rid of the karaoke machine, though.
Johnny will kill them.
I don't doubt that, Johnny.
I can't
don't
go
doubt that at all.
Can't go back at all.
That would be a dark time. I'm not
to
gonna
that.
lie.
Not to that.
I mean,
This is what makes you most happy, Johnny. I've
Never
seen
again.
it may be a good opportunity for you. You never know. You could start up your own sing place.
That's the dream, guys. That's the dream, is to get out of this. To sing.
and just into a similar place. Yeah.
Right. Somewhere with better pillows and better coffee.
Agreed. I'll help you run it.
Thank you.
I'll help people run from it.
This could be a plan. We should do this one day. We can save up, like 300 creds? That's what it takes to buy this place, right?
Oh yeah, sure. About
300,
300 creds.
320?
Yeah.
It's an easy job.
Yeah,
So
well,
what's the actual job tomorrow then?
Well, everybody's gonna be there, all snug up together, and then we just walk through and take the stuff. And then we sell that stuff, and we got a lot of money.
That's
And
a
then
good
we
plan.
buy booze and cigarettes.
That's
but will there be security cameras?
well, that's why we got Taskbar.
There's
And Billy's sneaky enough. He just goes and does
yeah.
what he does.
Everybody's taller than me, so they just block line of sight. It's not a problem for me.
Speaking of taller, have you guys seen Ketchup?
I try not to.
Not lately, no.
He's
I want to tell him we're going down to see some people today. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today? Tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Should we call him?
Yeah, tomorrow. Well, he kind of stands out in the crowd, don't you think?
Johnny can give him a call. Go
I think
ahead.
Johnny should give him a call.
I don't have my phone, so I'm
But
gonna use
like
my vape.
realistically here,
I whip
okay.
out my planetary communicator.
Okay.
I don't know where my phone is. I'm using my vape right now.
It's
Ketchup
probably
call.
at this point that you get sort of like this kid comes into the cafe. He walks up to you, Billy, and says,
Hey, you a chimp?
yeah.
Hey, I think it's him. Well, I knew it wasn't that other guy. He looked a bit confused when you called him a chimp.
What do you mean? You think I'm the guy?
So I was told that if I came and got you, that I'd get some credits from he was like a big man. I think
Oh, yeah?
I think it was man.
How many credits we talking here?
Hey, are you coming or not? He said you want to see him.
I don't think I want to see him, so looks like you're out of credits, buddy.
roll me a charisma plus. Let's see what you got here.
Gambling?
No. This is a straight up charisma check.
Okay.
Roll the dice. See if the kid kills you.
By the way, guys, if you're not in a scene and you're curious about some mechanical stuff, I've added 3 handouts for you guys to look at. How you can use your luck dice, and combat actions, as well as Overwatch and suppressive fire. Some cool things you can do in the game. So there's 3 handouts.
Got a 15.
Okay, 15. Oops.
All right, look, I'm trying to make a little credit here, you know? Right? I'll give you 5 credits if you come with.
Give me 5 credits.
He's like, you can see he's like looking at his friends. He's not being really sneaky. Like, he's being really obvious. Like,
I don't know. I normally only get out of bed for 10 credits.
10? That's a lot more than 5, isn't it? 7.
What do you think, Lil Jambles? 7 sound good?
this music is too ominous.
I
Sorry.
feel like you should try for 8.
Yeah, what about 8 credits? What do you think, little guy?
Come on. Fine, 8.
Okay, let's go. Hop down from my seat.
Oh,
Um,
he's got like
you-
hands for feet.
Yeah, I lift one of them up and give him the finger with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I can wipe my own butt too.
With your feet?
Just
Lead the way, little guy.
would you bring us along, or would we?
Oh yeah, come on.
Johnny's probably still making the call.
Yeah, actually, I'm getting up, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Ketchup, you're starting to get a call from Johnny.
I answer it. Who is it?
Ketchup, it's Johnny. How's it going?
Who's Johnny?
Johnny Flash.
Who's Ketchup?
Johnny. Ketchup, we're not playing this games with you, man. We found a new lead. Ketchup, are you there?
Never heard of you, never heard of Ketchup.
What? Ketchup,
What's
you
the
know Johnny,
password?
come on.
What's the password, Johnny?
Mustard.
All right.
Ketchup, it's good to hear from you. What's with the secrecy?
What?
Never mind. Where are you?
Outside of Sings,
Oh,
hiding in a shadow.
perfect. Are we like all walking to him?
Yeah, you guys.
Perfect. Johnny sees you now.
Yeah,
I'll see
you see this like hand come out of the shadows. It's like really huge. And kid says, "There he is, right there."
Wait, Ketchup. Did you hire little kids to come and find Billy instead of calling us?
No.
Wait a minute, you said 27 credits.
Well,
You did.
7 credits, and you're only giving me 8, you little spug.
I mean, oh, come on. Trying
Sounds
to
like
make a
you owe
little
him 8
bank.
credits. You can't just tell him that you owe him 8 credits and not pay the man. That's bad business.
I
That.
was going to pay.
Well, you better pay him then, ain't you?
Well, you got to pay me first.
You don't want to see what he can do with a knife.
What can you do with a knife, Billy?
I just open my hoodie a little bit and show the knives on the inside.
Oh,
Give me
you don't want
charisma
to see
plus. You can give me charisma
6
plus
hours.
intimidation if you've got it.
Nah, I don't have nothing like that yet.
Yeah.
Yet. Okay. I'll add a luck die, but it won't let me do it.
It wouldn't let you do it.
Yeah, when you just click a stat, it doesn't let you do it. Just a 1 on my luck die. A 12 total.
12 total on a 4d6, including the luck die. Okay. He says,
Don't hurt me.
and he starts to like back away. The other two are like looking at him like,
Hey, did you see that? He had a bunch of knives.
yeah, he's just kind of like backing away. He's like,
Don't hurt me.
I'm already looming out of the shadows like, you promised the man 8 credits, and this man has got 1,000 knives, and you ain't gonna pay up.
1,000.
What do you think fingers are worth? About a credit each? How many fingers you got left, little guy?
About a credit per finger. Nice little fresh supple fingers like that.
Johnny knew a guy that would pay.
All right, here you go.
and he just kind of like throws some credits at you and just runs.
Spug off.
Ketchup. What a waste, man. You
Whoa.
could have just called us.
What are you doing offering a kid 27 credits?
I forgot I had a.
What are you still banned?
I just forgot about it, to be honest.
Well, if
Did
you
you hear
don't
Johnny
need the
singing?
credits, I'll take them. Well, I hope he didn't.
What credit? I ain't got any credits.
Well, here you go. I pick up the ones off the ground the kid threw, and I hold them up.
I take them. I instantly take them. They go inside
I'm
the trench
sure.
coat.
Yeah, eight credits. You can add 8 credits.
I had 0 for real. I look left and right and step back into the shadow a bit, and I'm like talking about credits. I've got some credits on the way tomorrow if you're interested.
Yeah, well,
So do
we
we.
got something we want to do tomorrow, so
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Trust me. You're gonna want to come with me tomorrow. I've already
I
got
know.
Taskbar involved.
What's the plan, Ketchup?
I got Taskbar first, so you got to do what I want to do first.
what are you
So we can
talking
do
about?
what you want to do. Me and Taskbar are gonna go and steal a robot.
They poo
Stealing a robot, Ketchup. Whoa.
This is how Taskbar works, by the way.
So Taskbar, I guess you were headed to Sings or something to try and find the rest of the group.
Do I need to roll for this? I'm gonna say that I knew they were there.
Yeah, give me an intuition check. If you have, let me see if you've got any applicable skills. I think this is just a straight intuition check. Yeah, just hit the intuition skill at the top there, the bar, the blue bar.
The Taskbar. I'm sorry.
A 10. I think a 10 is enough to kind of. I mean, there. You know, at least one of the crew is usually at Sings fairly often. So
Johnny.
maybe you were headed there. You see them. I think you see everybody except Ketchup there, sort of out in the hallway near one like dark alcove.
Poo tulip.
Hello,
I have-
Taskbar.
Taskbar, we were just talking about you. Good to see you.
What's with the box?
For stealing a robot tomorrow.
See, I told you I got Taskbar on my job first, so you got to do my job with me because I got Taskbar.
What are we doing with the box? Because it's so small.
We can
Jambles,
steal a small robot.
come on, Jambles, ain't you never stole a robot before?
What's the plan? Ketchup.
I look at Taskbar. What's the plan, Taskbar?
I had to bring bots. You had to make the plan.
You told me that if we were going to steal a robot, we need a box.
That's not a plan.
Well,
Sounds like a plan to
how
Johnny.
did you know we needed a box if you didn't have a plan then?
How will you move the robot quietly?
Sounds about right. See, Jambles, she's got it all figured out.
All right. I'll watch from a distance while you guys work on this one.
Robots make noise when they walk, right?
Well, yeah, they're made of
Pick up the robot, then it makes no noise.
Oh, sure. I'll lift the robot, no problem.
Well, nobody's asking you to lift it up. He can lift it up. Look at the size of him.
Yeah, Johnny's got this. Johnny's a big guy, by the way, too. Like he's been both the muscle and the henchman in each of the career paths he's chosen, specifically because
Would you
he's kind
describe
of-
yourself as a beefcake?
I'd say like not beefcake enough. You know the meme, the like where it's like the son, I am disappointed, and the guy has like no neck, the one from like 2002. It's not that, but it's like kind of blockhead. He's definitely buff, like boxer buff. So like a little lean, but not not huge.
Okay. Listen, good idea, Ketchup, but the robots are probably going to be the most guarded, so I think that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in, isn't it?
What do you mean that's where I come in?
Well, you can do like a fancy trick or something, distract the guards, yeah? We send in old Muscles. He picks
What
up
makes
the
you think I can do a fancy trick? Huh?
I guarantee you can do a nice backflip.
Definitely, but I doubt they're going to go, oh, look, there's a chimp doing a backflip. Let's abandon our posts.
Yeah, but what if you did a triple backflip and then a tuck and then you catch onto a pole above you with your little foot hands? That'd blow them away.
That'd impress Johnny. No doubt. I'd leave my post.
Yeah, but I think it's just that's going to be away from. Crowds are really good for stealing stuff.
I hear lots of excuses right now.
It's a lot of
Well,
excuses. I
People
reckon you
bump
can
into each
distract-
other, and
That's your job, all right? Jambles, what are you bringing to the table? You're just going to sit there empty-handed? Come on.
I really don't know because don't we have to pick a robot first? I think this is a show with a lot of robots.
we don't
Yeah,
even
well-
know what robots are going to be there yet.
Pick the shiny one. Pick a shiny one and we can sell that for more.
A small one, preferably.
I do feel like if we're going to steal a robot, the cameras will catch you. So I could hack in and maybe scramble the cameras for a little bit.
See,
Sounds like a
Jambles,
plan.
Jambles is offering up all sorts here. What you got, Chimp? Nothing.
He could still do a flip. I mean, I would be
I'm not
impressed.
gonna do
Three
flips.
flips.
Ooh, 3. I like 3.
Flips. You could lift. He can lift.
Maybe dance a little bit too. No?
Listen,
Okay.
I'm not a performing monkey, okay? I'm a chimp.
Not today you ain't, but tomorrow
you
you
see
are.
a tail?
Did
I'm
you
looking.
have a tail?
No, I'm a chimp. I'm not a monkey.
You would be cuter with a tail.
Oh, okay. I'm just telling you now that the robot stealing's a bad idea. Because this is a big competition. People with lots of money are sending in the best robots. And they probably got a lot of security. And then there's a lot of judges. And I'd rather be around the big group of people who are probably stupid. And then I can just steal things out their pockets.
I can probably attach a tail if we find one.
We can stick a tail on him there, probably look at him.
Can we
when-
move on from the tail? That'd be great.
2 tails.
Oh, if he had 2 tails, they'd definitely be looking. They'd be pointing.
Yeah,
He's
I'd
got 2
leave my
tails.
post
He's
for
got
that.
2 tails, though, he's saying, as he's jumping up and down.
Wait, they'd think he's a mutant.
That's what I was going to say.
So we couldn't.
No Chimpsune.
We want to lose you. You know what they do to them.
how are we transporting the robot? The box is not big enough. We can't hide it.
Small enough robot.
We don't have a box. We don't have any wheels.
I have a
Johnny's
box.
got it. They're phones. It's small enough to fit in the box. We take a phone. That's the robot. Boom.
Hey, listen, you get me a bag and I'll probably get you like 20 phones
20
in
phones?
an hour.
That's 20 robots. Look at that. We've stolen 20 robots tomorrow.
I like the plan. It's easier. Let's do that.
Right, right.
And then you guys just keep guard, keep watch. I'll do the work. If any of
I'm not
you-
going. I'm not even going. I'm not setting foot in that
What?
place.
We
I ain't going.
No.
The size of me. Judges, all them people, cameras.
It's a good point. You do stick out in the crowd.
I'll be taking 75%. That was the agreed upon amount.
We could.
Hey.
It was my
But
plan.
if you're not going to be there, though,
What's
and
Johnny's
plus,
split?
You wouldn't have even known about it if it weren't for me calling you all here.
well, actually, Billy brought it up in the in Sings, so we were actually already talking about it, though. Ketchup.
But maybe Ketchup brought it up before Billy did in Sinks. So technically, in the strings of fate, it was
I was
Ketchup's idea.
told at
I've been planning it for weeks.
12.
Yeah, no, I definitely talked about it before then. So
I said 20 phones or more a week ago. You can ask Callahan.
We're gonna have to find this out for the split.
Maybe we were just going
could
about
fight
it
for
wrong. And maybe Taskbar could escort one of the robots away because she's also a robot.
And then get
Maybe
the
we
robot's
can-
phone.
maybe we can enter
And-
Taskbar into the competition.
Billy with
Yeah. We can do the old switcheroo. Swap Taskbar out for a much better model.
No, we need Taskbar. Taskbar is actually useful, so
Remember that time I was nice to you, Juice Bag 4? No boxes for you.
But do you remember the time you called us just Juice Box?
that was
Your
hurtful.
Shade Man 6.
The name's Johnny. Johnny Flash. Come on, Taskbar.
Isn't there a robot competition part where they show off their talents?
you know what talents do you have, Taskbar?
So you guys would have seen on the actual like news broadcast, they showcase all these new robots. It's meant to be like a thing where people are showing off prototypes and like these are the new models for the coming year or few years or whatever. This is like it's like Apple's convention, right? Like it's like one of those kinds of events.
Okay.
Yeah.
This robot has voice detection, and everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
Yeah. And
We're gonna need some
we've
paint.
gotten rid of the headphone jack.
We got rid of the headphone jack.
But don't they line up all the robots in the back before they come out for their showcase? And maybe after Taskbar goes out, she just happens to grab another one while she's walking out.
Is not keen on being in the competition.
We could just dress Johnny up like a robot. Could play a good robot.
I agree.
Could do
We
it.
could try it.
Do it.
Can you
New
got,
model. Synthetic.
can you give us a taste of your robot?
Hello. This is Johnny Bot.
Bravo. Bravo.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm convinced.
It was like he was a robot.
What can the Johnny Bot assist you with today?
What is
Yeah.
his skill? What is his new prototype offer?
Being Johnny. Come on.
People might recognize you from Sings if you're just the Johnny bot.
This is good. That's true. That's true. I could do this.
Oh, who is that?
Don't look.
I
They
think
wouldn't-
this might work.
They would never recognize the Johnny without his glasses.
100%.
This could work. But
We're still gonna need some paint.
I have
Some
glue
paint.
and spare wiring.
Yeah. Glue him up with some wiring.
now that Johnny thinks about this, he's a little nervous, actually.
Yeah, okay. How about we just stick to. Okay, here's what we're gonna do,
He
okay?
might recognize Johnny without the glasses, too.
Here's the plan. I'll dunk some pockets and stuff, okay? And then you guys go and scout out the crowd, see if we can find a really good mark, and then when we get them, bam, we get the good stuff and we get out.
What if you had mentioned their skills, Jambles? What if one of their skills is hide and seek? And we ask one of the robots to hide while we seek.
Oh, this is genius, Johnny.
Yes.
That's kind of banking on a robot being a hide and seek robot, and I don't see a lot of demand for that, really.
You could hack in and rewire their protocols to be a hide and seek robot.
But what if it's really good and we
Johnny's
never
on a roll.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I have, though.
I have a box for it to go in.
I mean, I vote for my plan. I don't know about you guys.
I think we should just let the chimp steal some phones, and I'll take 75% of that.
Yeah. Well, while I'm stealing stuff from people, you guys can, maybe check some of the cars and stuff nearby. See if you can see any people with some nice jewelry or something that we can get a bit rough with and get the good stuff. And then as soon as we get the good stuff, we get out of there, and we should have a nice haul. And then
I don't mind robbing a car.
We split it 5 ways. Yeah.
Can anyone drive?
Well, kinda.
And that's probably a good place for us to take our break. Why don't we go ahead and take a break? This plan is really coming together, guys. It's solid.
We've essentially created Neon Scream 2 here, where it's going to take us 4 weeks to do a mission, and then the mission's going to happen in 20 seconds, and we're all going to die.
Itchy glitter is in your eye.
Oh God. Yeah. So we'll be back in a few minutes, guys. If you haven't done so, please follow all these wonderful people. Let's see if I've got the command correct. What command did you make it? What? You couldn't put the 4 and the 9 on the end of that? Was that really an effort? For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fucking mods who don't get paid and do this out of my heart, you fucking bastards. Worthless. Do it again and do it right.
If you haven't done so, please follow all these wonderful people. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime and you have not used it yet, consider using it on one of these fine people. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link it up with Twitch Prime, and you can get yourself a free sub to a channel. You just get it. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a Twitch Prime. You just gotta link them up. Go use it on one of those wonderful people. And if you want to help support Table Story, one of the best ways you can do that is to go help our sponsor out. And head on over to patreon.com/Morris, where you can basically go support one of our wonderful sponsor. And if you want to listen to the podcast of this show, if for some reason watching the video is too difficult for you, and it's easier for you to watch to listen to the podcast, you can head on over to morris.podbean.com, where we'll be uploading the NPC. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Hang tight for more of Sector 49. We'll be back in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Table Stories, Sector 49. Judge Dredd and the Worlds of 2000 AD RPG. Do we have a link for that, by the way? I thought that Kujio added that.
I have seen one today.
There's a Kickstarter.
2000 maybe. Oh, it's Dredd.
Thank you.
Dredd.
There's a link to the website, and I believe the website can take you over to the Kickstarter. Yep. So go check that out. There's some really cool stuff that you can get with the Kickstarter, including some limited edition stuff, and it's already done. It's already done. So if you guys are kickstarting it, it's you're just getting the stuff. It's made already. It's done. Everything's ready. All those stretch goals have been reached. Everything's ready to go. So you're just straight up buying it if you kickstart it. So go check it out if you're interested in the campaign. If you're interested in Judge Dredd in general, there's some really cool stuff in there. And yeah, check it out. But let's get back to the game. Okay. So I think we're gonna fast forward a little bit to the following day. You guys have made your way down to the Robot of the Year show. It is a madhouse. If you guys ever see a sort of Olympic stadium, when the Olympics are happening, it just swarmed with people. There's people outside. It's a giant dome where this is kind of taking place right now, known as the Mega City 1 Exhibition Dome. And the show in general, you've seen lots of sort of posters and things, is showcasing the latest in personnel, military, and industrial robots. And the sort of like pamphlets and things that are all about are saying that attendees can expect to see the most advanced models of robo-servants, witness the awesome might of the Heavy Metal Kid demolition robots, be awed by the Bloodhound, a machine that can scan, follow, and track a scent trail. And for those too infirm to walk, the Robot of the Year show also reveals the latest robo-chairs, robots that can transport their owner around their block and even onto the city's roads. Pretty amazing. So you guys see this site before you, just this giant crowd of people as you pull up in what I would assume is probably public transportation when all is said and done. I don't think you guys are able to get much better than that. It was like a long trip too. It took way longer than it should have due to traffic.
I might have bought a vehicle.
Did you buy a vehicle?
I think I bought a vehicle. Hold on. I don't
doubt that.
Vehicle.
How the fuck did you buy a vehicle?
There's a vehicle for like 50 credits or something. Oh no, wait, never mind. It was mega credits. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's why we had that whole conversation. I got stuck on it because I remember getting stuck on wanting to buy it for like 2 hours, but my bad.
Yeah, not so much there.
Sorry.
Not so much there, Flash. Okay.
Johnny's got to drive, okay?
So, in front of you, you guys see this massive crowd, and all of you start to like look at each other like, yes, like this is money. Now, Ketchup, on the other hand, what has happened with Ketchup in this scenario?
I feel like, well,
have you actually made it down here? And if so, how did you arrive?
I feel like after they convinced me to go for some reason and somehow, I just went and I just arrived normally and with them.
Yeah, as we get near the crowd, I'm like, can you
give me a stealth check, please, Ketchup? Stealth plus agility?
You know, make yourself look smaller.
Well, no, I can't make myself look smaller. I'm really tall. It's like my whole thing. 11.
Oh, God.
It's like stroll up. Brother, really tall brother.
Wow.
I'm like, every time they're all looking at me, I'm like, I told you I shouldn't really come along, but you didn't listen, so I thought you had a plan. Taskbar's always got a plan anyway.
So, I think what's happened is you've taken some like robo car or something to get there. It's a sort of driverless vehicle to get here. Everybody, please minus. This is going to cost you for the trip. We're going to say for the whole group, we're going to call it 50 credits.
I don't know that I have any
not individual.
Left.
You guys can split this up however you want, but that was the cost to make it down here.
I hand over 3 credits.
I have 0 credits.
I'm pretty sure I also have 0 credits.
Because I spent my last credit on a club.
As soon as they are looking and we're all pulling out empty pockets, I'm pulling out my gun from inside the trench coat and I'm pointing it at the driver.
I will take
I guess we've got our car then.
The self-driving car, I think.
It doesn't have a driver.
Spughead. How do we? Right, if I just shoot this.
No, don't do that. Yeah. Put that away.
Yeah, give it to him.
So wait, what did you?
Up trying to pull
Billy, what did you just call? What did you just call Ketchup?
A spughead.
Wow, that's like a super profane like curse at somebody.
Yeah, well, I'm a foul mouth. Deal with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with everything he does. Everyone else, they know that if they called me a spughead, I'd probably just shoot them on sight. But it's so fucking hysterical and adorable.
I can't read it because I'm charging.
That I love it, and I just laugh at him when he does it, and then I carry on. Like, I'll just shoot the car.
Okay, no, I'll pay for it, but I'm taking it out of your cuts, everybody. Okay?
Johnny doesn't have to punch it?
No, don't have to punch it. Like, does anyone have anything they can give me to
how much we got? I got some. I got some money.
I can cover the lot, but I don't want to cover it all.
Johnny's got some money coming in next week. I can get you back.
Yeah, next week's not today.
I put
tomorrow.
Free credit. I don't know what a credit looks like, to be honest. What is it?
If Billy and I pay for most of it, I think we should get a bigger cut of what we get.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Well, okay, we'll split it 50-50, and then we'll take our money back from the earnings, and then we'll split it after that. That makes sense.
Yes.
That sounds fair.
Okay, now put your gun away. Well,
I'm like sliding it back. Like I have like one button missing on the middle of my trench coat, and I just put it back in there, and it just goes in somewhere in my trench coat.
Okay, and hunch down, or I don't know, walk on your knees or something.
Walk on my knees.
Yeah, your trench coat will cover your feet. It might look strange, but
I can't do that. I'm not. You've got hands for feet. You can do all sorts of crazy shit. Look at me.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't walk on my knees.
Are we clear on the plan, though, everybody?
Like I've got sled underneath me or something.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Find a corner to hide in that's dark and sit down or something, and just keep an eye out. Look for.
Trying to fit Ketchup into this vehicle with 4 other people
already, like...
is already like a clown car scenario for everybody. This is going to be awkward AF.
Just resting on like, I don't even know what Taskbar looks like, but I imagine Claptrap at the moment, and I'm just.
Oh, I drew it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you look dope as shit. I've just remembered what you look like.
Where is it?
Right,
It's in the Discord.
I'm resting on your rounded head, but like looking like really.
I'll post it again, Jake, so you can see it.
I'm looking like really closely at fucking Johnny Bravo. What's his name? Johnny Flash.
Your secret's out, Jay.
Oh no!
Just so we're clear, the plan is, I'll go through, dunk some stuff. If I can find a good target. You guys see if you can find a good target, and then we'll all meet up back here after the second show of robots, and then we'll decide on the target, and then we'll hit them and leave before the show's over.
So you want me to hide, or you want me to? I mean, I can just go back. I can go on.
No, you can find a good place to hide where you can hide but also see.
What do you want me to see? You?
I'll be hard to see because everyone's taller than me.
Who am I looking out for?
Judges, mainly. And if you see them, use a communicator. Don't try and pay kids credits you don't have to come and find me, okay?
I will.
You've given me too many instructions in one go, so that's...
Oh, do you need me to tell you again?
What's that?
You're gonna find somewhere to hide that's nice and shady, maybe behind a lamppost or something. I don't know. And you're gonna look and see if you see judges.
And I'll look for judges, yeah.
Yeah, and if you see judges moving through the crowd, pick up your communicator and let us know.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So hide, see judge, pull.
All right.
Can you repeat that back to me?
Lamppost, judge.
Pull.
I will assist Ketchup
Cool.
today.
Should Johnny stay back to lay the beating on anyone that comes near Ketchup?
No, you don't want to fight, judge.
Yeah, and I think Ketchup can take care of himself.
I don't want to fight a judge.
I don't know. I couldn't take care of a judge.
If there's any little punks,
Well,
Johnny
yeah,
can teach him a thing or two.
Yeah, if we see judges, then get the hell out of there.
Right.
Head
I'll
back
just
to the
run.
MDB.
I'm surprisingly swift for a 10-foot tall gentleman.
Yeah. If you see a judge or a judge starts coming at you, run, hide, get back to the MDB, and we'll meet in Sings tonight or something.
Right, I don't want to go to
Sir.
Sing.
We'll meet in your hole near Sings.
All right.
Is there any way if a judge sees you, you can like put your head inside of your trench coat and just look like a trench coat hanging on the wall?
It's a good plan, Johnny.
Really?
Yeah, those public coat hooks are so convenient.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. Johnny uses them all the time.
That's where I got
Hang
this
this
trench
bad boy.
coat.
Yeah, I'm sure there's public.
Yeah.
No public
Hello?
coat hangers that I could ever think of.
Yeah, I mean,
I for
like,
sure
I
have
just
no
continue-
idea where I got
Then
this.
I just hang it on shit, and that's it.
100. Yeah.
um,
I get out of the car first.
yeah. So, it's daylight. It's daylight out. It's probably early afternoon. Maybe right around noon. We'll say. Yeah, it's kind of an overcast day. The I guess overcast nature of this place is the most common thing ever. It's filled with pollution and smog and such, and it's usually overcast. In front of you see massive crowds of people. There's all kinds of signage and things that are put up for the Robot of the Year show. There's lots of trucks and things that have kind of brought in various freight, supplies, food, etc. You can see there's a bunch of different stands and things around showcasing smaller little knickknacks and food stalls, stuff like that. There's a lot of hotties for sale.
Okay. Ketchup, if anyone starts asking you why you're so tall and stuff, just tell them that you're a robot here for the show, and you're a model TS. TS stands for top shelf because you're really tall and you can reach the top shelf.
Good thinking, Billy.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a genius.
You just came up with that all on your own.
Yeah. So everyone's clear on what we're doing? Yeah? Do I need to go over it again? Is anyone
I've
having
already
problems?
I'm gone. I've left.
How about the rest of you?
Donnie's good.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll be here for moral support.
Okay. So after the second robot show, we'll meet back here. We'll say that's our target over there. Go get the target, and then we'll head back to the MDB.
Sounds good.
Right.
All right. Have fun now.
Okay.
We set off.
So, Ketchup, what kind of a spot are you looking for?
Lamppost.
There's plenty of those.
Right, nearest one.
Nearest lamppost is maybe 15 feet away from the group.
I walk 15 feet away from the group, stand by the lamppost, and start looking around.
You guys can all see him.
Ketchup? Could you maybe find one that's, I don't know, down an alley or in some shade or kind of out, not just one out in the open? You gotta try and make it hard for people to see you from more than one angle.
Yeah, but if I go down an alleyway, I won't be able to see you.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna be able to see me anyway. Look, I'm really small, you see? If I stand next to Johnny, look,
Yeah.
Johnny's much taller than
Yeah,
I am.
Johnny's real tall.
Not as tall as you, Ketchup, but still much taller than me. So when I'm in the crowd surrounded by those people, you won't see me anyway.
What about Jangles?
Well, you might see me depending on where I'm at in the crowd, because I'm normal person height.
Yeah, see, she's normal.
All right.
Well, she's normal height.
And what about Taskbar?
I think Taskbar's gonna babysit you.
I will
Right.
be a shiny one next to you.
So go
Yeah.
down an alleyway and look for you in the alleyway.
You Taskbar will take you somewhere nice, and you two can pretend to be robot lovers.
Whoa.
No, I don't like
Whoa.
the sound of that.
We
You
have
can be Romeo
Homework,
and Juliet.
It unsettles me a lot.
Billy. This is not okay.
It's
Like-
not
I do
common
not
for robots to have lovers, is it?
I do not have those parts
Robots
No,
even
it-
love?
installed.
You can just tell them it's a special new robot for the show or something. I don't know.
So he's tall and he can love somebody?
I feel like I would break.
I mean, I'm a talking chimp. It's not exactly out of the ordinary.
All right, I was just
Yeah,
checking.
I'm
I
Johnny
just
Flash, so
Yeah, yes, you
What
are,
else?
Johnny. So, Johnny, you just gotta look for shiny stuff, and remember where it is.
yeah. Yeah, Johnny's not an idiot. Come on, man.
Johnny's not an idiot.
Yeah. I got
Johnny's
this.
Johnny's got this.
What about if I hide behind that hottie stand?
It's
Let's go, Ketchup. Billy is ridiculous today.
Oh yeah, I'm ridiculous. Okay, meet back here after the second show. Don't forget.
He's so funny. Watch him walk. Watch him walk away.
Start walking
I'm
away.
cracking up laughing. It's like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Number one funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It was just this chimp. And then I'm going to lay down behind the hottie stand.
Oh my god.
Okay. Give me a stealth check, please, Ketchup, as you head on over to try and find a place to hide.
12. It's one better than my last.
Okay.
stealth check.
Jesus. Okay. Oh, man.
Can we use luck rolls for their rolls or only ours? Is it
What do
like
you
a
mean?
team point
Like
thing?
you want to give it? No, you have to have
Okay.
there's a specific exploit called leadership.
Okay.
And if you have the leadership exploit, you can donate your luck dice to somebody else. But yeah,
Okay.
if you want to roll for something really, really important, you can add luck dice to it, and you expend them from your luck dice pool. Would you like to add any luck dice to your roll there, Ketchup?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too important for him.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely not. No, I'm just laying down. I'm not laying down like on my front. I'm not like really that concealed. I'm like on my back with my gun. Well, my gun isn't in my hands, but I'm like holding it under my trench coat.
Okay, fair enough. Taskbar, do you follow Ketchup?
I stand nearby.
I
Okay.
would like to just state for the record, I have no idea what the plan is anymore. It's gone. They've given me too many different things to do, and I'm just laying down because that's the last thing I remember thinking before I went and did it.
I'll stand on top of his stomach so he can see over the stand out into the crowd.
Are you calling him fat?
No,
I'm
I'm
extremely-
saying he's a step.
I feel like you're not going to be able to see over it. I mean,
My character is extremely skinny, by the way. Like I feel like I'm like super
it's like
tall,
one
like,
step. How tall do you think this place is? Or unless you're really tall as well.
I'm medium sized.
Yeah, I don't
16
think so.
feet.
I don't think you can really use him as a step the way he currently is positioned to try and see over the hottie stand. Which is, by the way, jam-packed full of people.
Oh my god.
Um,
I feel like Lil Jambles, who calls herself Lil Jambles sometimes, is concerned about Ketchup and Taskbar.
I'll stand on the supply box that's next to the.
Yeah, sure. There's definitely some like crates of synth meat or whatever recycled meat. Which, by the way, for the chat, a little bit of dark humor here in the Judge Dredd universe. There's really no room for farms and things, so the food is recycled from anybody want to guess? People.
Human.
Yay, cannibalism.
Hell yeah. I'm down
That's
for
why the
that.
juice bags
Let's go.
and just stick
Stick a straw in them.
straw. That's the way that was.
We should do that in real life with Twitch chat. Actually have a use for them.
Wow.
Haven't burned chat yet. Sorry, chat. I've let
There
you
you go.
down. There you go.
So, yeah, there's definitely some stuff that you climb up on top of. There's a few people in front of the stand that kind of look around. They see you like climbing up. Hey, is that some kind of demonstration? A few people walk over to you, Taskbar, as you stand on top of this crate right next to the hottie stand. They're like, all right, well, go on, show us what you can do.
Eat hotties today. They are juicy and fresh, recycled for you.
some kind of singing robot? They all just kind of like.
I've joined the crowd at this point.
You stood up and you've joined the crowd?
I'm standing like with them, like clapping along to a song immediately.
Okay.
Oh, geez, too. Grow large and strong, like him.
God.
Just creeping there like salad fingers.
Okay. Before we continue on with that scene, let's find out where the rest of you have gone. So, Billy, Johnny, Lil Jambles, where are you guys gone?
Yeah, I'm going to work. I'm in the crowd and I'm starting to bump people and see if I can, find stuff.
Okay. Sure. Why don't you give me an agility check plus your thievery?
I'll add a luck die to this one. Yeah, sure.
Wow. 32 on a 66, which exploded on the luck dice. Basically, when you guys add luck dice, if you get a 6 on them, you roll another one. And it keeps going. So if you keep rolling 6s, they just keep exploding. So a 32, technically on a 66, which exploded into a 76. Very nice. Very, very
and they
nice.
got 3 6s, so
3 6s. Which doesn't technically matter for the skill checks, but it would be a crit in combat. Very nice. You're just, it's like you start to hear like the hills are alive with the sound of music, and it's like there's all these like jangling sounds as you're just lifting these people's pockets.
Oh, it's
two
beautiful.
fingers, two fingers, two fingers,
like
yoink,
Christmas.
yoink, yoink. And you just start lacing these people. Wow. Hold on.
Hold up.
No, you're still good. I rolled really high, though. Holy shit. Okay, so you're starting to nimbly make your way through, lifting all kinds of creds off of these suckers. And let's see how much money you make here. I would like you to roll me 3d6, please.
Oh, bam, 17.
17. Wow. 170 credits.
Oh,
You managed to...
I knew this was worth it.
Yeah, 170 credits. Getting paid. This was such a good plan. And you're just picking people's pockets. However, you can see, now that people are, like, sort of filing into this dome, you guys are basically on the outskirts of this dome at this point. There's all these like stands that kind of ring the outer portions, the food stands and restrooms and all that kind of stuff. And you're just looting everybody. You do see some judges on patrol. There's 2 judges in the distance, maybe 300 feet from you or so, that are walking around the crowd. You can see the crowd's like trying to like move past them or whatever, and they're being very vigilant.
Kind of near the entrance where people are heading in, that kind of area?
No, they're sort of making like a patrol. It seems like they're patrolling around the food stalls and such.
Okay. Then I'll get out my communicator and I'll call Ketchup.
Okay. Ketchup is standing next to... You can hear Taskbar singing some kind of song through the phone about hotties.
Immediately just, who is it?
Yeah, it's Billy.
Who's Billy?
Billy the Chimp.
Never heard of him.
Okay, I just want to let you know there's a couple of judges walking around and they I think they're going around all the stands and stuff, so probably best to get away from any of the stands. Try to, I don't know,
Do you want me
something.
to run home?
Well, no, you don't need to run. We still need you for the, for the job. I don't know, maybe a dark alley, that might be good.
All right. Yeah, we're quite well hidden. There's a lot of people around. They're distracted because they're looking at.
Yep. Where are you right
The
now?
people are definitely like starting to swarm like Ketchup at this point. Like they're
Yeah,
kind
where
of
are you right now?
disregarding.
We're at the hottie stand, basically where we got out of the car.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be there. The judge is going to be coming that way.
Give me a perception check, Ketchup.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware. I'm paranoid enough that I would look for the judges for sure. I'm just not.
A 10.
Can I do it as well? Because I'm still on top.
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check. It's again in the movement section.
Yeah.
15 on a 4d6 and a 10 from Ketchup on a 3d6. Okay. So, yeah, Taskbar, you can see the judges coming your way. Ketchup is on the phone, and he's kind of, like, swiveling around, looking around. You can see there's a bunch of people now that are, like, asking him questions like, hey, are you some kind of robot, or...
Fuck off.
Yeah. So you get out of there.
As well, I'm like hitting him softly on the head, like annoying.
Find somewhere to hide that's not near any of the food stands or the entrance. And I mean, I made some good money already. I mean, I might just head home, but we could make more. So let's stick around.
All right.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Well, hide somewhere, okay? Away from food stands.
Okay.
Okay. Good boy. Bye bye.
This concludes the singing portion of the hottie.
I wander off.
Your entertainers.
I wander off. I'm just like wandering somewhere.
Taskbar, please roll me your charisma. If you have the singing skill, which I somehow doubt you have,
Really don't.
you can just go ahead and roll me your charisma.
Okay. I mean,
I didn't see the judges, right?
You did not see the judges, no.
Yeah.
trying to find it again. Sorry, everybody. Oh, I did it.
It's at the very top.
I found it.
And then,
I wasn't sure where to click.
oh, 14 on a 3d6. Okay, yeah, there's a few people that say, wow, I think I want to buy one. It's singing pretty good. I don't know. Like, there's a few. Do you know how much it costs? I don't know. I don't see. They're trying to like look for a display or something. You know, they like walk up to you. They start like trying to poke you, trying to find some kind of button to show them like your model number and like what your like cost, and you know.
Hotties are 7 credits each. Pay now and pick up at the desk.
Oh, I think she just belongs to the hottie vendor. Well, what about the big one? He keeps whacking those people out of the way. Ooh. Hey, I don't think that's a robot. What do you mean it's not a robot? He's gotta be at least 15 feet tall.
I mean, I'm looking for an alleyway or like a shadow.
You've
that I
got,
can hide.
yeah. You're trying to like find something. There's a lot of people that are sort of chattering now, like,
I'm not really very interested in him. I'm just like pushing him.
yeah.
Eat hotties every day from
Ketchup is
Taskbar.
gone, Taskbar.
I'm listening to them talk
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah,
To grow as tall as him.
and they look around and they're like, do you think that was a mutant? No, it couldn't be. There's no way a mutie would get all the way down into this part of town. The judges would snap him right up.
I show up because there was a lot of ruckus from Taskbar and Ketchup.
Sure.
And I just say kind of loudly, oh, wow, did you see that super tall robot? That's pretty cool.
Give me a charisma plus deception if you have it. Some sort of lying skill.
I'm waving.
I have bluffing.
Bluffing works. Yeah, sure.
And you said charisma.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I should use my luck on this, but I'm not gonna.
Up to you. 15. Oh, God. Okay. They say, so it was a robot. I told you, man. It could have been a mutant. Yeah, okay. A mutant. Number one, he's gonna be stupid enough to come here. Number two, he's gonna make it all the way here without a judge killing him. You gotta be kidding me. They don't kill him. They get thrown out into the cursed earth. Same thing. What are you talking about? There's lots of mutants that live out there in the cursed earth. That's where they live. They're just kind of chatting. They'll walk off. You seem to have convinced them. Even though he's like waving and like being super distracting.
I'm waving at Lil
I'm
Jambles,
rolling really,
recognize someone.
really bad for their believability of this. Like it's
I find
comical.
a dark alley with a lot of shade, and I grab Ketchup by the arm and pull him into the alley.
Okay. Yeah, you just grab Ketchup and pull him into... There's no alleys. I mean, you guys are inside this exhibition dome. So I think there's
A shaded corner. A shaded...
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some like little nooks and crannies.
Shaded
Sure.
alcove.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Ketchup, you got to stay still, my friend. You got to just stay here.
Yeah, I can do that.
Billy's done.
Pretty easy for me standing still. I've done it a lot.
I know you're good at it, and I'm gonna head back out and see if I can find anything good for us to profit from.
I say, Jambles, you want to watch out? There's judges out there.
Say thank you for keeping me in the know, Ketchup.
What about you, Johnny? What are you up to?
I think Johnny's cruising around.
Johnny's
Chatting
punching
up
a judge.
anyone that try to intimidate a judge. Give me your money. Cruising around, chatting to anybody that'll talk to him. Preferably any super attractive ladies that are looking at robots.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and
Other
give me a charisma check or a reputation check, whichever's higher for you.
It's charisma.
If you have... Well, I don't think you want to try and intimidate them.
I don't.
I'm gonna assume that this is just gonna be a straight charisma check for you.
Yeah.
Johnny is highly specialized, by the way, everybody. Just an FYI.
Johnny's only good for one thing. Actually, maybe two things. Hitting and being hit. 7.
7 on a 3d6. It has not been going well for you, Johnny. It's been a tough crowd. There's been a few women that have straight ghosted you, like right to your face, like they just pretended like they could see right through you.
His name's Johnny Flash, not Johnny Ghost. Come on.
Yeah, it was harsh, man. You haven't really had any success so far. You can, however, give me a perception check.
Oh, I would love to once I can roll an IRL perception check and see where the button is.
It's under movement.
I just can't see past the fucking glasses.
17 on a 3d6. Okay, so you're walking past some of the displays and things for the different robots and things that they've got on sale. You can see that there are there's stands that have sort of like domestic robots, servants that are serving like tea and cake to attendees, people that are having sort of like little tea parties and whatnot, and robots walking over and serving them. Something cool that really sort of catches your eye right near where you're at right now, a demolition challenge. Attendees can try and destroy a wall with a sledgehammer quicker than the demolition robot at the stand. The robot is huge. It is probably at least 15 feet tall, and it's massive. It has a truncheon for one arm, and you can see scrawled across its chest, "Heavy Metal Kid."
Can I walk up to whoever's like? Is there like a line, or is there? Just a guy
There's
pulling
like a few
anybody
people
on?
in line. I mean, there's a lot of people that are like looking at that thing like, there's no way you're gonna beat that. You know, like there's people that are just trying to antagonize each other. Like, come on, man, why don't you give it a try? I bet you can do it. Oh, shut up. You know, just lots of bullshit going around back and forth.
Walk up and what's it take to break down this wall, huh? To the owner or whoever is.
Yeah, there's a person that's at the front of the line.
Yeah.
Somebody that's kind of wearing a sort of like ostentatious looking outfit. Seems like you'd like to try and beat this heavy metal kid in this demolition contest?
Seems like the Johnny already has beaten it. If you know what I mean.
I really don't.
Well, why don't you let the Johnny up there and give me a crack?
All right, step right up. And you can see like they sort of like have these like different sections of wall that are kind of like on these wheels that they're wheeling in, like various sections, and you can see there's a few with dents and stuff in them. Then there's like this huge pile of crumbled rock on the other side where the heavy metal kid is. You got this kind of John Henry looking vibe right now versus this thing. Like it's this could be tough. You pick up the sledgehammer. This thing's like towering over you on the other section of the wall. It says,
Fleshy one, are you ready to commence
Johnny's
the
ready.
trial?
Big guy, are you ready to get smacked down?
I will destroy this wall quicker than you are able to comprehend, human.
After we do this, we're gonna duel. You and I.
If that is your wish, Fleshy one.
I'm like,
However,
spinning up.
I am not permitted to injure any humans.
Well, then the Johnny's already won.
it sort of like turns to the owner. You're supposed to hit the wall with the sledgehammer.
Oh,
see if you can beat it.
When?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, I would like you to roll your strength plus your club's ability, please.
Okay.
Johnny.
How the fuck do I just click on clubs?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Dice roll modifier, no. I'm gonna use a luck roll on this.
Okay.
Codicus. How do I do that? Have you just been adding in the luck roll afterwards?
Yeah, it's a pop-up.
Oh,
it's just a pop.
okay.
It'll automatically spend the luck dice for you on the sheet, too.
Oh, add luck die. Oh, okay. Add luck die. 137.
What the?
That's a triple.
Johnny's got it, baby.
Whoa!
Damn.
Whoa! Okay,
Oh
so
my
that ended
God.
up being a lot of exploding dice.
That was
5 dice.
1, 2, 3, 4. So he started with 5 dice,
And
added
then added
one
one
for a luck die, and then got 2 exploding 6s after that for a total of 37. Holy cow!
My God, Johnny might actually do it.
Johnny starts going ham with the sledgehammer. You're just seeing debris and stuff fly past. People start to clamor around. I gotta see how fast the robot can do this. This might actually be like close. Oh God. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, that you do.
That realization.
Yeah.
It's a heavy metal kid.
Yeah. Technically, it gets to roll. It gets to roll 7 dice. You could still do it. Let's see. It would be rolling a lot more, but it has a cap. All right. That's a 19. That's a 19 from the heavy metal kid.
Nice.
Why did it roll a 6? It should have rolled more than that.
Logic there.
Oh, I rolled logic. My bad. Sorry. I gotta redo
God, I
that.
had hopes.
My bad.
This is where the Wax Steven roll comes in, and we get the DM crit.
27. Oh my God. So the heavy metal kid, maybe because of the size of the frame, Johnny, you are plowing away through the wall.
Johnny, every hit.
You're going to everyone is mystified. There's this cloud of like drywall dust that's flying up. It's so toxic, but you just hammer through. The wall comes down. The crowd is left speechless.
That's how Johnny does it. Yeah. I'm gonna look at the other wall.
You can see that it's not plowed down at all.
Does this robot need some help from Johnny?
It's like halfway through.
Impossible. That is not possible. This
Johnny does
human
impossible all the
cheated.
time.
This human cheated. It is not possible. Surely it is some sort of robot.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I demand a check.
Have you seen these? Have you seen these? There's no way that was impossible.
Go ahead and roll your charisma score, but you're going to get a bonus 2d6.
Bonus. So is that, do I type that in on the dice pool modifier?
When it says for a modifier, yeah.
Okay.
2d6.
Just 2d6 or 2?
Yep.
Okay.
No, just 2. Just put a 2.
Okay. Oh, just, okay. 2. 15.
Okay, so it did add the modifier. Your charisma is normally 3d6. Okay, so yeah, 15. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a few ladies in the crowd that have taken notice now.
There's not like so Johnny Coast anymore, are we? Yeah, that was Johnny Smash.
Also, you now notice that there's a sign there that says, beat the demolition robot and win yourself a prize. And, yeah, you've earned yourself a prize. The owner's flabbergasted. He's just still kind of looking like, are you broken? Like, he's yelling at the robot. He's, like, kicking it. And then this heavy metal kid is just towering over this guy. And it says,
that is impossible. That is impossible. No human can beat a heavy metal kid. That is impossible.
It just starts like shorting circuits, like flying. You see like little shocks of electricity start to shoot off on this thing.
That's right.
The guy like walks over, he like storms over, and he just like, here you go, and he just gives you this this little prize purse.
Yeah.
Please roll me a 3d6.
Oh.
7. 7. Okay. It's 70 credits. 70 credits.
Thank you, kind sir. Ladies, you can meet Johnny and give him your money in a moment's notice to the left. And I'm going to go off the stage.
Worst gold digger NA.
I'm gonna walk over. Johnny is here. Thank you. Thank you, even if no one's saying good job.
Yeah, there's a few people that seem to be interested. A few onlookers. You've got yourself like a little crowd. Like they're like, oh my god, he beat a giant robot. You hear like the owner just kind of yelling at this thing off in the distance. Meanwhile, we return, I think, to the scene with Billy the Chimp. Billy, you're. I'm gonna ask you to please roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Do I get anything for being smaller than everyone else in the crowd?
Maybe. You don't get to roll it.
Okay, I got a 17.
17. Okay.
It should be a minus.
Okay. So, as you're making your way through the crowd, you've got yourself like a bunch of nice purses here. You can see that there's some more stands at this show, showcasing a variety of different things. There is a spot the difference stall where guests are asked to guess which is a robot and which is a human. There's also a robotic plush toy who demonstrates how soft they are by cuddling attendees. It's super creepy. There is a robotic boxer that you can fight, but will never actually seem to hit anybody. It just kind of goes around the ring dodging the blows. It doesn't actually reach out to hit anybody in the fight. It's just very, very nimble, and nobody's managing to lay a hit on it. You don't see any judges in your immediate vicinity. You do, however, see that the next sort of demonstration is this kind of robo chair thing that you saw advertised outside. There's somebody inside of it, and they seem to be yelling something in the distance. Give me a perception check.
Oh, I only got a 7.
7. Okay. You don't really pay it any mind, but you can see that there's like a slight change in the crowd that you're moving through. There's a few people that seem to be moving away from that area.
Yeah, I'll go see if I can get a better look.
Okay. As you get closer, you can see that the person inside the robo chair, it's a sort of, it almost looks like a small car, like a one-person, like little tiny, almost like a smaller version of a smart car, and it's got this sort of really thick glass dome on the top of it. The person inside is like screaming wildly, and you can see they've opened fire. There are some guns that have kind of opened up on this thing, and starting to empty out into the crowd. You can see several judges rushing over to try and deal with it. What I'd like, please...
No, don't make me do it.
What I'd like, please...
No. I can see it. Yeah.
What I'd like is for you to please roll me initiative, Johnny. Or Billy, sorry.
Well, Johnny can do it if you want.
Hey,
Oh,
Johnny's about to go box someone now, okay? That's,
Oh, man.
So this is like, sorry, this is like a robot that he's like gotten in and then just pulled out the guns?
It's a robo chair kind of
Did
thing.
the chair have the guns?
The chair had the guns, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's not good.
Okay, this is kind of what I got for this dome thing here. This giant arena. Okay, 14 from Billy the Chimp.
Yep.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh no?
14, 17.
You have died.
17. Okay.
Okay. So these machine guns start like ripping their way through the crowd. You can see lots of people kind of falling all around you. You can hear the judges kind of yelling, trying to do something. You hear one of them say,
"Recruits, get out of the way. Dredd is here."
Oh shit.
I would like you to please roll me a agility check. If you have dodging or acrobatics, you can roll that.
Yeah, I got acrobatics. I'm gonna do a triple backflip and then tuck, just like Ketchup said. And then I'm gonna grab the pole with my feet. That's what he told me. It's gonna. I'm gonna use my last luck die as well, because I don't want to get shot up by no crazy robot or judges. Oh, 23.
23 on a 66. Okay. Now, it's not the judges that's shooting at Billy. There is a mad, crazy person in this robo chair with machine guns that have kind of opened up and onto the crowd. Okay. So, the first salvo, basically, of gunfire rips through the crowd, doesn't hit you. Okay, there's one more, and then you get to try and do something. This is also a miss. It's your turn. What do you try to do, Billy? You can see there's three judges that are basically making their way towards this person. They're gonna go last here.
Yeah, I'm getting out of there. I'm running away, because if I try to do anything to it, it's probably illegal, and then I don't want to get in trouble. Especially not with you know who.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a agility plus running. If you've got running.
I do. 17.
17. Okay. So you're trying to get out of the scene. There's a lot of there's a lot of people that are screaming, panicking as all this gunfire is going off. You can see that there's a like stampeding crowd making their way through that you're trying to kind of force yourself through.
If I can, I'll just climb up the people and climb over the top of them.
Okay. You are able to do this. You start to climb basically on top of these people. And they're just kind of screaming and yelling as you make your way through the crowd.
Me. I don't want to die. Excuse me.
And at this point, you can you like look back and just try and catch a glance at stuff. The judges start opening fire with their lawgivers on this vehicle. Unfortunately, it seems to have no effect. The robo-chair person will now shoot a poisonous gas out of the chair.
Oh.
And let's see here. This is going to be... Okay. So this is going to be versus your vital defense.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Jesus God.
Okay, so this is a 7, 12.
Yeah, that gets me.
Yeah, 15.
Why is this here?
15. Hey, listen, man. It was 1977 when they wrote this comic, okay? This person managed to have this thing and brought it to this event. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so the poison gas, it's only going to reach this sort of immediate area right now. But it does manage to inflict a condition on you.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's bad.
Condition space 2? Yeah. Oops. I'm assuming poison?
It is... Yeah, this is the poison condition.
Oh, that's great.
Yep. Cannot be healed.
Well, at least it didn't do any damage to me. Here we go.
Not yet. Okay. You've basically inhaled this. You can see that the gas is starting to like separate, and it's thick, like it's just constantly like being released. Like this is a problem. It's gonna fill this whole place up. And it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to climb over the top of the crowd and get out of there. But if I do, no, my life's more important. I'm getting out of there.
Okie doke.
Little bag of phones.
Yeah. I think you're going to take a penalty to your running because you're breathing poisonous gas here. I'm gonna minus a 1d6.
Hold my breath, I guess, yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'll let you do a roll for this. Give me an endurance check. Plus, you can do hardy.
Okay. A 12.
A 12. Okay. I'm still gonna say that that's gonna penalize you 1 dice as you're trying to run away here. Okay. You can see that it's kind of spreading out as well. Like it's definitely gonna affect the rest of this place shortly.
Yeah.
Probably on the next turn.
Okay. Running 11.
An 11. Okay. You're definitely moving a bit slower as you're trying to like not breathe this gas, but you're running and you're climbing over people. You're expending a lot of energy. You have to breathe. You need oxygen, and it's not going great. You're realizing that there's so many people that are just kind of crammed into the doors. You're trying to you're like panicking right now, trying to find like a way out. And
I look up real quick. Anything to climb on?
There's a big glass sort of dome at the top here, and The gas is just kind of like bunching up, filling up this place. There's definitely like scaffolding stuff, but yeah, you can go up there if you want to. I'm gonna say you can start the climb, but you really can't get like all the way up to the top.
Yeah, I'm probably focusing on getting away rather than up. So
yeah, so you're heading to a door, but it's just the queue basically has just gotten insane. Like people are all bunched up, screaming, trying to get out of there. Nothing's happening.
How thick does the glass look? The dome.
Give me a perception check, I guess.
12.
12's not going to be really enough to tell you. You can't see from this distance to figure it out.
Okay, I'll just rely on the judges to save us.
Good luck. Good luck. Okay, so the judges are trying to open fire on this guy. Still no luck. What I'd like now is for everybody else to roll initiative as the gas starts to fill up this exhibition hall.
Ooh! Wow!
You guys really quick.
6.
Oh, there we go.
Did you actually click the initiative
16.
button, Taskbar?
Yeah.
Why didn't it
No,
add you?
that's intuit. Oh, they all say intuition.
Yeah, they all say intuition. Did it not come in? What happened? All right, I get to yell at it twall. Hooray!
All right, so many people had init next to the name.
Oh, that's the specific. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys might not have clicked on the actual initiative, not
Yeah, I
intuition.
clicked on
Initiative.
intuition.
Yeah, click on initiative. It's down in movement.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there it is. I found it now. Sorry.
Man, now I can't yell at a twall. I'm bummed.
Oh, there it is.
Damn.
Alrighty, some good rolls coming in. So now we got, let's just go through again. Robo Chair Crazy Person is at a 17. Johnny Flash is at a 16. Lil Jambles, 14. Billy the Chimp, 14. Taskbar, 13. And Ketchup at 6. Robo Chair Crazy Person is going to continue releasing the gas. It's being released further and faster. And we're going to need some rolls from people. This is, it's not going to be rolls. You might be getting a condition. This is going to be versus your vital defense. 6, 9, 13 versus vital defense. If your vital defense is lower than a 13 or lower, you are going to the second page of your character sheet and adding the condition poisoned.
I don't need to breathe. So
Correct.
I'm good, right?
You are good.
Incredibly, though all of my defensive stats are pitiful, my vital defense is a 14.
Oh, well, look at you.
We were adding poisoned. Is that right?
Poisoned, yes.
I don't see conditions anywhere on the sheet.
It's at the very top of the second page.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No problem.
Poison? Okay.
Yep.
Johnny can't read, he can just smash.
Johnny doesn't read anything.
Okay. Now, Billy, you will be taking...
Oh boy.
9 damage that bypasses your soak.
9 damage?
9 damage.
Ouch.
That
hurts really bad.
Alrighty. Johnny Flash, you were trying to totally get your groove on with these ladies here, and it's
this guy came in and fricked it up.
Yep. What do you do?
Johnny's running the heck out of here, man. The closest exit.
Closest exit. Okay, it's just jam-packed with people, but go ahead and give me a if you have running, you can do either strength.
I do have running.
You can either do strength plus running or agility plus running.
I do have running. Okay, so I just click on running again?
Yep.
I am going to add a... Sorry, do I have a penalty because of the poison or no?
Yes, you will be taking a -1 modifier.
Okay, so I just do -1 on the dice pool modifier? Okay, submit, and then I'm going to add a luck die to this. 16.
Okay. So you are running through the crowd as best as you can, shoving people out of the way. Probably a few of the women that you were trying to hook up with.
Yeah.
Just like...
Get out of the way!
Just like totally stiff-armed them, like... shoving them out of the way and making your way towards the door. And you can see that the crowd is just like all bunched up. You make it about a third of the way through the crowd to get towards the door. They're trying their best to get through, but it's just too many people, man. This giant exhibition hall has something like 2 million, estimated 2 million people in attendance outside and inside. So wow. Who knows? It's probably 1 million people or something in this hall. It's huge. It's fucking massive.
Okay. We're not at PAX anymore, boys.
No. Yeah, it's a commitment if you need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Lil Jambles. You and Ketchup are in some like random alcove with Taskbar, who seems unaffected or unfazed by the entire scene here. But yeah, you heard these shots and you see this like gas starting to spread through. You start like coughing violently and feel very sick.
And I already coughed to begin with, so that's not good for me. I say that we make a break for it in the other direction, running away from the cloud.
Am I above the cloud of
No, you're not.
Hey, come on, being like oversized and really good for something at some point. It can't stop me.
Is the gas like clear? Can we see through it?
It's a sort of green, like horrible, disgusting looking gas that's being released. It almost looks like radiation spilling out into the air. Like, it's horrible.
Well, while we're running, I feel like Taskbar, it is an imperative that Taskbar is with us. So Ketchup and I are looking for a vent that would lead to outside. And he's tall enough that hopefully he can unlatch it, somehow put me through it.
You're yelling. You're basically yelling this at Ketchup.
Yes. Ketchup, you have to help us find a vent so we can get out of here, or we're gonna die.
All right.
Okay, so you can start looking, Lil Jambles, if you want to spend your turn trying to find some way out of here, other than to the door. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
$14. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some ventilation. You think that... I would say it's... Since this is the Judge Dredd comic book world, I figure the vents are probably big enough for you guys to squeeze through. We're not... This isn't Neon Scream, so we won't make them the real size that they would actually be in real life. These are comic book vents. So you could probably manage to get to those. Definitely won't be on this turn, but you let Ketchup know that you see something like on the other side of the hall here, above one of the food stalls. It's probably like the tea, like the little tea parting robot servant station.
There's a vent over there. Ketchup, do you see it? It's by the tea station. I don't feel confident, Ketchup. Did you see the vent?
Do I see the vent? Do I need to roll for it?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check here, Ketchup.
11.
She's pointing at it. Give me another d6.
2.
Okay, that'll just barely be enough. 13 was the minimum there. Yeah, she kind of points to it, and you can see that there's some sort of ventilation there.
I cover one eye, And I'm like, oh yeah, I can see it as long as I look with my right eye. Or is this my left eye? What one's this one, Jambles?
That's definitely your right eye, and as long as you can reach that and unlatch it, we can both get out.
All right. I mean, I'll start moving towards it. I guess I can't really do anything.
So, Jambles, I'm going to say one of your actions was to kind of point out the vent. You have a second one.
Okay.
You can try and run. You definitely won't be able to reach it on this turn. But if you have the running skill, you can roll running. Otherwise, it'd be either strength or an agility check.
Okay, I do have running.
Okay, so you can add either strength or agility to the running check and roll that.
I'll do agility.
21. Wow. She starts hauling ass.
Maybe she should be the Flash.
He's getting out.
Savage. So, Little Jambles takes off. She's way faster than you expected. Actually, I'm sorry. I got to take off the 4 there because we got a -1 since you're already affected by the poison. Yeah, so it's still fast. It's still fast. You can probably make it to the vent at the end of your next turn. Okay, Billy.
Yeah, seeing that the entrance is getting choked up, I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna look for Ketchup because he's easy to see. Do I see his?
Give me a perception check. This is a big fucking place, man. Even though he's big, it's nope.
7.
No fucking idea where he is.
Okay, I get on my communicator and I call him.
I'm gonna say this takes both your actions, by the way.
Okay, Ketchup.
Who is it?
Yeah, it's Billy the Chimp.
Never heard of him.
Okay, that's good. Can you shoot the glass? See if you can break it? Because I'll probably be dead if you can't get the gas out of here.
What glass is he on about? I'm looking around.
So there's a dome. There's a big dome on this place. The ceiling is all like made of like glass.
Oh, he needs the fucking dome.
Yeah. Could you break that?
Shoot the glass.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to die.
All right.
Thanks. Bye. Hey,
All right.
Stay still.
There's people trying to throw you off. They're all like, you're just standing on somebody's face. Taskbar.
I'm kind of looking around at everyone like, what?
It's like people falling on the ground like
I would like, this is going to be a terrible idea. I would like to try and run to the chair and see if I can like hack or break the poison.
So you want to go to the actual person that's releasing the gas?
Yeah,
where the judges
sure,
are?
let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't need to breathe, so.
Awesome. You can give me strength or agility plus running.
Yeah. My running is the, and then so just.
Oh, you do have the running skill. Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
I'll go strength because I got more. It's alright. If we're all gonna die, we're gonna do it together.
Listen, when you hear Whack say, okay, you're probably dead. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I've learned, is you're probably dead.
Okay, just means Whack is terrifying. There's something terrible is happening in his brain.
That's a 12. Okay. Yeah, so you head towards this guy who's releasing this poisonous gas. You see 3 judges around that are opening fire on him. You can hear one of them say,
Give it up, creep. This is the end for you. I am the law.
and he's you hear the guy like yelling in the actual robo chair, saying I'm gonna kill all you judges, all of you. I'll show you. You can't mess with me. And you see he looks all crazy, like he looks almost like Doc Brown, but like he's got he's just bald on top, so he just got this wild shock of hair behind him. The judges are just opening up. You can see they're releasing like all these different rounds from their lawgivers. They've got high explosive rounds, armor piercing rounds. Nothing seems to be getting through on this guy's chair. I'd say you can get to that spot with the 12 on the running. That'll be like both of your actions.
Okay.
Okay. So you get in range to kind of see this firsthand. You're obviously fine. Ketchup.
Okay. Now there are 3 things that I want to do. One.
You have 2 actions.
I know. I mean, there's 3 whole separate things.
Right, and I'm going to tell you that you can't do many of them.
Work towards. I kind of want to help Jambles because she's going to die. Kind of want to help the Chimp because he told me to shoot something and I like doing that. And I also kind of want to just randomly start fucking armed robberying people. Because this is the best opportunity ever to just grab people and scare them out of money while the judges are completely preoccupied.
While you're dying?
I'm not dying. I'm not poisoned yet.
Yeah.
And also I'm so tall I'm above the cloud of fucking poison, right?
No.
So.
Smack in the middle of it.
Can I roll to determine which of those things I do?
Sure. If you want, roll a d3.
1d3 in order, which is the one I'll do. I wrote this in the Twitch chat and not in the thing. Bam, 2.
So that was helping Billy.
They were shooting.
So full on pulling out. So I have a laser rifle, and I feel like it probably looks exactly like the one from Roblox. So from the hole in my trench coat, I'll pull the laser rifle out. And oh my god, I feel like I would just do like the fucking hip fire, like shoot the fucking. I don't know what he fucking wants. He just wants me to shoot the glass, so I will just do the like, just up.
I'm just getting that scene from. I'm getting that fucking scene from. Oh god, why am I blanking right now? Oh my god, Bruce Willis movie, Die Hard. Die Hard. So the scene. Remember, shoot the glass. Oh.
Yeah,
on scuba,
and I want to shoot at random into the dome glass.
Okay.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, give me an attack roll. Just give me an attack roll. It's not going to be very hard.
Okay, laser rifle. Attack roll. 12.
12. Okay. That's definitely enough to hit the glass. Give me some damage. Click the laser rifle text below Ketchup on the chat.
Oh. Nice. 12.
12. Okay. You melt a hole. It's a small one. Right through the dome. Maybe a laser rifle. Not the best thing to use here.
I'm fucking like just looking at it, and then I mean he's still on the phone. Can I use my last act? We have 2 actions, all right? I can just do another thing.
Sure, one more thing. Yep.
Listen to. Yeah. I'm just gonna call up Billy. I'll call him.
I don't think he hung up. Like you were still on the line.
I'll just. Yeah. Well, I technically broke it, but
okay.
It's just made a little melted hole. So if you could find that hole and like put straw through it, suck up all the clean air.
Yeah. I'm good at climbing, but I can.
I've hung up.
Son of a.
Did that take my action? Oh shit! I did it. What did you do?
That's it for your turn.
That's it.
That's it. Ketchup.
That's it. That's cool.
Okay. Oh god. All right. The judges. Judge Dredd says,
We gotta vent the gas. High explosive round.
the glass shatters. And I would like everybody to please make a strength or agility check. If you have acrobatics or dodging, you can go ahead and roll that right now.
-1 if we're poisoned, yeah?
No, just regular.
Oh, okay.
Just regular.
You say if, as in we don't roll it if you don't have it.
Yeah, there we go.
If you don't have acrobatics or dodging, you're just rolling either strength or agility.
Okay.
Note to self, you have to leave a 0 in the dice pool modifier if you don't plan on putting anything there, or it breaks the entire string. 23.
Look at you.
Wow, it would be a crit if that was combat. Pretty.
Ooh.
I think we might have the forerunner in the high and low roller category for Johnny. Okay, so
Total opposite of Saturdays with Brad and I.
Taskbar, Jambles, and Ketchup. You take 15 damage before the soak from raining glass.
Jesus
Piercing damage.
Christ.
Wow.
Now, this is before the soak. So if you have soak, it will absorb it. It's piercing damage, though.
You know the +1 in all defenses thing that we have for the buddy system? Does that count for soak?
Oh.
It's just defenses. It's not going to take place for this. And it would only be for you and Lil Jambles at this point.
I have totally forgotten about that, as we predicted would happen when we made these characters.
I'm not near anyone, so I'm just
Yeah.
Okay. So that you say 15?
Yeah, it's 15 damage. Okay. The Robo Chair Crazy Person will take this opportunity with the new exit to yell profanities at the judges. Drock you, judges! I'll get more of you! And he sort of flies up with the Robo Chair through the hole in the ceiling.
It can fly?
Judge Dredd yells,
Central, we're gonna need a recite crew.
and that's where we're going to end the session today.
Holy Moses.
Why don't we steal that thing? We should have stole that thing can fly.
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Anyone? Peter Pan? No? Okay.
So yeah, good session, everybody.
Oh my
that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Fine.
I had a blast.
I'm still alive. Well, actually, I'm barely alive. That fucked me up, that glass.
Well, the poison almost got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow.
I
Good
genuinely
job.
thought you were all just gonna die from poison, and I'm gonna get exploded.
Yeah.
So.
Good job, everybody. That was fun. So yeah, typically what we do at the end of the sessions, we go around the room and we do some shout outs, let people know where they can find you and the kind of stuff that you do and stream, etc. So before we do that, though, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsor. Thank you so much, Morris, for creating this super fun experience for everybody. I think from the chat reaction and from the player reaction, it seems like everybody had a really good time. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. If you guys want to help support TableStar, if you want to support this system, you can head on over to patreon.com/Morris to sign up to his Patreon, and you can also check out the podcast of the show over at morris.podbean.com. Let's go around the room. Let's do some shout-outs. Let's start off with Billy the Chimp.
Hey, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I'm Zgoticus. I want to give a shout out to my mom and dad because they're watching. I want to give a shout out to the people who listen to
Daticus.
I want to give a shout out to people who listen to the podcast and watch on YouTube and can't join us live. Thank you for still enjoying the content. And
Yeah, I'm Zgodicus. You can find me twitch.tv/Zgodicus. I say nice things to you, and then hopefully you say nice things to me, and that's my stream. I play video games on occasion. Not all the time, but then we do that stuff as well. Multitasking. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Taskbar.
Hi, I'm Tashna. You can find me at Tashna because I'm unique, and the only place I don't have it is Snapchat. I do lots of creative projects, and I also like to play video games. Mainly, I go single player, but recently I've been on a massive Rainbow Six Siege kick because
I caught it. You've been making some pretty ridiculous saves
so
there.
It like gets my adrenaline going, which is definitely exactly the same vibe as chill creative. So we do all that, and it's quite nice, and we have a good time.
Exact same chat. Exact.
It's the exact same thing as creative.
Exact. Perfect. Thank you so much. Lil Jambles.
My name is Katie Peters Plays, and that's how you can find me on Twitch. I play a lot of sci-fi and horror games, and all this month I'm doing all horror with a heart rate monitor, and I'm doing special effects makeup on Fridays. So if you want to come hang out with me, that'd be cool. But if not, that's okay also. But that's what I do on the internet.
Thank you so much. Johnny Flash.
What's up, guys? It's Johnny here to do Johnny things. Thanks for watching the episode today while I did Johnny things. Thanks everyone so much for coming out. Actually, this was great. I was like so nervous about this show today because I was like, I don't know who Johnny is, and then I found him. I play video games
all along.
I did a search in my heart, guys. I play video games sometimes. We drink a lot of coffee at noon every day, pretty much. And right now I'm playing a lot of Black Ops 4, actually. The zombies Easter eggs are really fucking cool. So go watch that at some point if you ever feel inclined. But more importantly, you should watch Ragtags here every Thursday at 4 p.m. That's my 5e show that I GM in a fantasy setting with Brad as a part of it. It's a really chaotic cast, hence the name Ragtags. They're all
I'm
Ragtags.
the least chaotic one in that one. Kinda. No, it's probably still Tuesday.
It is. It
I
is.
don't play a complete maniac for once.
No.
not.
Brad's last character, he played a goblin, and it was fucking terrifying. So you should go watch that one on YouTube too. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you so much. Ketchup.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Ketchup. I'm trying not to be the most annoying, and also trying not to just completely ruin and derail this entire thing to the best of my ability, but I can't help but roleplay Ketchup as a maniac, and he's dumb and crazy. I'm sorry to my fellow rejects. Everyone else watching, thanks very much. Morris, this system is awesome, by the way. You should all go and look at it somewhere if you go and support the Patreon. The Patreon? No, the Kickstarter?
Kickstarter. Well, the Kickstarter and the Patreon. The Kickstarter, you can head on over to Worlds of 2000 AD RPG.
Do both.
I just think you should go and look at it, because if you're into all these things, then it's a really fun system. I've been perusing through the handbook for weeks, and it's jam-packed with stuff. And it's also really nice for if you don't understand the Dredd world very well, which I don't really. I've not really read the comics, but I have watched the movies, and that's about it. But there's loads of stuff in there to like help you understand the world, and I think it kind of really does a good job of immersion, or preparing you for immersion, I guess. I don't know how to describe that. It's a really, really good book. So well done, Morris. Proud of you, pal. Mwah. It'll probably freak him out. So me, don't worry about me. Forget my stream. It is literally the toxic cloud that we almost died to in the game there. Just stick around here and follow us on Table Story, because we have lots of good stuff. I run a show called Dark Fire. It's D&D 5e tomorrow night at 5 Eastern, and that's got Whack Steven in it as a player, which is a nice break for him from having to run all these wonderful shows. Good job, Whack. Good job, players. This was really fun. And I apologize again, everyone.
This is you taking over, by the way.
Really good.
Thank you, Brad. And yes, I'm Wax Steven, and I am the GM of Doom. I believe I have successfully dragged these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you, as always, Chad, for being wonderful and hanging out with us. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope we will see you next week for more of this very fun and awesome show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you to Brad. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Tosh. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. And hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow for Darkfire, Thursday for Ragtags, Friday for Identity Crisis, Saturday for our new horror mini show that we've got going on that Pumpkinberry runs as the GM, and she's doing like way better than the rest of us do, and frankly she's just making us look bad at this point.
Yeah. We don't talk about that, okay? The way I described it was she only has to do one a week. And that was the best.
She does the same amount you do, Brad. I'm just saying. She's just way better at us at this than us. And
way better at being us than us.
Yeah, way better. She's just way better. So go check that out. That's called Stygian Gate. And Sundays we've got a show called Spark of Eternity, D&D 5e. And hopefully we'll see you there for those. If you guys haven't done so, please follow all these wonderful people. They deserve your follows. If you have yourself a Twitch Prime that you have not used yet, consider using it on one of these wonderful people. Otherwise, peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Good night, everybody.
I am the law.